welcome to a special one-shot of Desperate Attune for Christmas 2025. It will be run by me. I haven't run anything on the pod since the best season of any actual play podcast ever, season 1 of Desperate Attune. But of course, that's because it's very important to let the young ones kind of grow and learn from wiser elder people, right? Joining me today are Soap or Adyat.
I'm here, and I'm very grateful for Tree's wisdom.
Salty.
Strong and silent. I respect Salty for this.
Indeed.
Yes,
I was wondering.
I am here.
How long,
I was
wondering how
considering
long
my
ago-
gratefulness for you. With them.
Good. I'm glad you have learned from me, Padawan. And Chloe or Zohab.
Today I'm only going by Lyric Pie.
Indeed. They're gonna introduce themselves a bit more in a second. But before we do, we are playing Blade 68, which is a kind of an expansion or like a spin on the classic Blades in the Dark. A bit more kind of Cold War era, a bit more, 1960s hippie, that kind of thing. And my interest in this game is definitely partially inspired by the fact that they've really, I think, captured something of the aesthetic, and it's a fun game. You should read it. You should get it if you can. But yeah, is there anything anyone else would like to say before we start?
It's a good game.
That it
It's a
is.
very lovely game.
Also that. And then Adyat is, of course, considering his gratefulness. Yes, very good. Okay, so let me just read us in, tell you a little bit about the one-shot that we're playing. As we know, the so-called Eternal Empire is no longer eternal and has been pushed back to its borders of Akaros. And the Imperial Intelligence Agency, talented and well put together as it is, has largely failed to prevent this outcome. Indeed, though the headquarters of the Imperial Intelligence Agency are in Duskwall, in fact, most of its operations are spread far and wide across the Shattered Isles and are not incredibly well coordinated at the best of times. In this case, however, it seems that an operation of some kind that was taking place in the Dagger Isles went south. It not just had catastrophic impact on the palace itself, but also on Blackthorne Park, which is the intelligence apparatus of the United Isles of Scotland. And it seems that there is definitely a mole. In order to combat this mole, Crown Victor Shaw has assembled not necessarily the most crack team, but certainly the people he thinks he can trust with this job to root out the mole before he is sure this will happen. They disappear into the ether, never to be found again. And so I invite our players today to tell us who they are playing, why they are playing them, what kind of insight they might have into spying, and what kind of fruit they would be if they were a fruit.
Before we do that, I think something that we should acknowledge is that this is the third Blade 68 one-shot we have had on our podcast, and you three have not been present for any of them, which is very funny because we are replaying characters that the listeners will perhaps be aware of or be familiar with from those previous one-shots, and these will be revelations to you, and I'm very much looking forward to you encountering them for the first time.
I'm looking forward to it also.
Yes. But I nominate Adyat to introduce his character first.
Okay.
Tricked you.
Tricky skill? Yeah, see,
Yes.
already failing at being a spy. Sorry, mate.
Mhm.
Right, so I am playing a fellow named Constantine, and his sorry, what was the question, Tree? You asked how their experience with being a spy,
Yeah.
well, his experience in being a spy is that he is a spy, but not for the Imperium, but for Scotland, or the what was it, the USC or something, the
The
United
United
Scottish.
Scotland, Scovish, something. Yeah.
Yes,
USCA, yeah.
Confederation? Yeah.
yeah.
Covenant?
Yeah, the U.S. Covenant. That's the one.
Communists.
Covenant.
Communists.
Ah, yes.
Communists. That's right. Yes.
No, not
Yes.
communists.
No, not communists. Yes. So, yeah. So, and he is essentially like, your like secondary Bond villain, right? Kind of character.
Mhm.
And he comes with what do we call him? His pet,
Variable?
variable, the science rat. No,
Variable
not a lab rat.
science rat?
Science rat, not a lab rat, mind you. This is a science
see.
rat, as
Okay.
in the one who does the science.
Ah, interesting.
Yes.
On Constantine?
This is unclear. So last time Constantine turned up,
The answer is yes. The answer is yes.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. So out of character, the answer is yes. In character is unclear. Yeah, the last time we played, it was very. But what was clear last time we played was that this is variable is very much the brains of the operation.
Excellent. Very good. So really the question I would like you to answer is, if variable was a fruit, what kind of fruit would variable be?
Oh, if variable was a fruit, what kind of fruit would variable be? Ask the science rat. I don't know how to answer this question.
It's because you're not variable. It's fine. We will discover this in the fullness of time. It'll come up. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Salty.
Yes. It's me. I will be reprising. I will be, for your entertainment this evening, Dallas Bronte abilities, also known as Hold'em. She is, she's the best damn spy in the business because nobody knows she's a spy, not even herself. So I'll be playing the swinger.
Okay.
Who is she is a socialite, general delight to have, and she loves shaking it on the dance floor. And the reason that Crown has had her on this is because he's actually sponsoring her visa to stay here after the events of the Pingus affair, which
I see.
Well, a listener will be very familiar with. I'm sure, having listened to the Pingus affair before listening to this one.
Would you like to enlighten me, or should we just keep that like as a fun, reveal for later?
Let's keep it for a fun reveal for later.
Yeah, I thought you might say that.
Yeah, and the three important things to know about Dallas Bronte Hold'em abilities is that she has luscious hair, incredible boobs, and a hell of a foxtrot. And she's actually tanned. That was actually 4 things, but she has tanned skin because she's a Tichirasi.
Oh, that's amazing. They have the sun out there, do they? Or they have something resembling the sun out there? That's super interesting.
They have the actual sun out there.
Incredible. Okay. And if she were a fruit?
Oh, a mango. Come on, she's the best.
Of course. Yeah, the monarch, the sovereign,
and she
the
make
king
mango. Let me just know.
Oh, I see what you did there. Very good. And lastly, Zoheb.
Hello. Today I am Dr. Augustus Ashcroft Chakraborty of Iruvia and also of Thistle. Joint address. I am brilliant scientist. If you find Dr. Ashcroft Chakraborty to be too formal, Since this is a friendly game, I will allow you to call me what my friends call me, which is Gullu. So you may do that. I am brilliant scientist. I specialize in laser technology and spark mines. I have done one spy business in my life. Highly redacted affair. I'm sure you would love to know all about it, but I can't tell you.
Yes. Oh no.
So, but well, I can hint just enough that it was very, very interesting, very, very explosive affair, and also it has qualified me to be called in for further matters that need a sensitive handling and also a brilliant mind at the wheel. So I'm there. I am also often on the dance floor because despite my age, I take my fitness very seriously. Usually this is my morning walk, but also I am going to the gym and also I have taken up dancing. However, I do not shake on the dance floor because I am very confident. As for what fruit I will be, I would be a breadfruit because bread gets harder and harder as it ages.
That's a feature and not a bug?
Yes.
Okay, good.
I designed it myself.
To hear it. It seems then that the people Crown has decided to trust with this are people that literally nobody would expect. Like, who could possibly see the three of you coming? You know, especially given that you have also worked together previously, you have some familiarity with each other, and I think Crown has, in fact, trusted you because Crown has received information from somebody that it's a radical but a high risk, high reward attempt. How did you, like, who gave this information to Crown and who connected you and said, oh, you must go here and speak to this man, possibly the most powerful man in all of Akarosi intelligence?
Now, right, so I think the biggest, the main sort of source of tension here is that Constantine is a spy for the other side here, right? So this might be a he might be here for represent for the Scotland side because he's a mole. He's trying to get in to extract the other mole.
Yes. But then why would you be trusted? Like, who's thinking to you, like, right, yeah, we're gonna insert a foreign operative? You know what I mean? Yeah, and I'm not saying that's wrong. I'm just curious to know who that person is. And they also know all three of you.
Yeah.
And you don't have to answer now. It's just something that's, I think, interesting because the stakes are high for Crown. Right. Whether that's high for you or not is a different question, right? Because I think what you've been promised here is not it's not money, it's not power. What you've all been promised is a personal favor from this man. One thing that he will do for you, and knowing his status, and knowing that you will literally save his position if you get away with this. I think all of you have realized that the favor is in some ways much more powerful because you could use it to get whatever you wanted, but you could use it to get so many more things, right?
For my situation, I think I know. It's very simple.
Yes.
After I have my friendly smart mind assistant, Abbas, always monitoring the various people who have the knowledge, who are privy to highly redirected daring spy mission that I undertook on 3 Queen Island. And it has come to my attention that some of the people who have accessed this information may well be the Null. And thus I have contacted the responsible person, Crown, to tell them.
Oh, you contacted Crown?
Yes.
Yes, very good.
Very surprised Crown was to be contacted.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I said,
over his morning
Listen,
tea as well. Like you were on your walk and you were like, "I'm here to tell you." Yes.
Listen, we are both brilliant men. Okay.
Correct. Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, people are aware of the degree of my involvement with you and your business. There will be only one brilliant man left, and it will be you, because I shall be dead.
Yes.
And that is obviously a tragedy to the world. And thus, I shall help you. Help me.
Mm. And
Do you think-
by happy coincidence, Dallas was already known to Crown and known to you, and so it made sense that you would not just be given, but also appreciate her help.
Often I see her confidently shaking on the dance floor.
Yes, indeed. Dallas, when you were offered this visa, were there any like strings attached?
Of course, darling. This man wanted to have a date with me, and I've been stringing him
yes.
along the whole time.
Oh,
Because
yes.
there's
of
only
course.
one man who has my heart, and unfortunately, he's a bastard and a backstabber,
Mm.
and he's a Ruvian to boot.
Oof. Yeah,
which
tricky.
in these times, tricky to have.
Yeah, dangerous.
Mm.
Dangerous.
So he has one redeeming quality.
Indeed, yes. And Crown, despite his deep belief in himself as a rational and well put together man, has also seen you on the dance floor and can only imagine. It sometimes, he breaks out in a sweat sometimes when he thinks about it too hard, and then he has to stop thinking about it. And then I think we come to Constantine, who discovered this how? How did you inveigle yourself into
Would it make sense? I
Gulu
mean,
and
I was saying, like, if since Gulu is what was it? Sorry, a brilliant man, and Constantine is a
Often I
spy.
have, often Variable and I have been corresponding authors.
Exactly.
mm.
Exactly where I was going. So I think Constantine might have had contact with Gulu before.
Yes. Mm.
So, and actually, so maybe I think what would make sense is, for reasons that will reveal themselves later, the USC thinks it's better to have Crown in charge of the
Yes.
Imperial spy network, and not his would be successor.
Indeed.
And we will find out why this is. What
Especially if the would-be successor is themselves the mole.
Right.
That might be particularly dangerous for everyone involved. Glorious.
yeah.
Amazing. We love this. And I think so where we start this is you have been informed of the situation, not by Crown, because Crown understands that he cannot be seen in the company of people who are too suspicious, and in fact, already once he and Augustus have been in the same place. And so instead, you have been informed of the situation by a small, ratty-looking woman who declines to give you her name, and simply hands you a dossier and scurries off. Which is strange, because you were in fact invited to Cairn House, which is the headquarters of the palace. But you are handed this dossier, and then you are herded into a room as if you were being questioned. This is the cover that they have given you. And here is the situation. Crown is reasonably sure, and whether or not you believe his research is a different matter, that there are one of three people that the mole could be. The first is Hester Prichard. Hester was and still is a handler, a career desker in Cairn House, but whose judgment has always been impeccable. And the operation that went wrong was directly under her purview. So obviously she's like a clear suspect. The second is Luca Baine. Baine is funnily named, for he is indeed a bane to all of Akaros's enemies, and Some of his intelligence was key to authorizing this operation. And lastly, Thistle. Thistle, who is an assassin. Thistle is only that code name. People really don't know anything more about them, and in fact, even Crown declines to give you this information. He says, that's your job, but does tell you that Thistle's protege, Hyacinth, was on the operation and died. One of the key reasons that the operation went wrong is that clearly Hyacinth was betrayed and killed. And that resulted in a catastrophic outcome. And to be clear, he's not telling you anything about the operation itself. He's being very cagey. He's just like, it went bad. Here are the people. And I need the answer in 48 hours. And I think now we see you in this room. There's a little, like, you know, it's a very, very soulless little room, you know, somewhere deep in the bowels of this building. Little jug with, like, maybe a slice of lemon in it. This is the great luxury you've been given. Is there's some fresh fruit in the jug of water, and it gives it a slight, like, tangy taste. And yeah, you can tell me what kind of information you would like to go after, whether you've already made up your mind, you know.
So where can these 3 persons of interest be found?
Well, you know for a fact that Prichard, the handler, is in fact in this building. The other 2 are famously difficult to find, but are certainly both in Duskwall now. And that is in the dossier. Crown has told you they are both in Duskwall because he's made sure that they are in reach.
Okay, good. For the next 48 hours, I assume.
Probably that is the case. It is also probably the case that this 48-hour window is also him, like, turning the screws on you. You may have a little more time, right? But, like, he really, you know, wants the results as soon as possible, right? If you do it in 24 hours, he'll be amazed. If you do it in 5 minutes, I mean, he will crown you literally the crown of the palace.
No, it's fine. I've already worked out the answer.
Yes.
So the rest of these 48 hours will be used to back up my claim by gathering evidence.
Yes. Evidence is very important. Evidence is key.
I already a big fan of Gulu after that. I have already worked out the answer.
Is this what you say, Gulu? Do you say this out loud to your compatriots that you've already figured it out?
Yes.
Okay.
And also, like, I'm curious to know, because you've been told to come to this place that you know is the spy headquarters. Are you in disguise? All 3 of you? Have you bothered to disguise yourselves?
No, I'm wearing what I normally wear.
Okay.
I guess there should be descriptions because, yeah, maybe people have not listened to the previous episodes. Like Tree, for example.
Indeed. This is why I'm asking the question, in fact, is that I want to know. Yes.
Yeah. I'm a kind of like short, stout, balding man with big receding hairline, black mustache, really, really thick glasses, an intelligent face, wearing a white kurta with pajamas, like the really baggy ones, and I'm wearing chappals. And I have a briefcase with me at all times.
Great. And you mentioned you had a spark mind assistant.
Oh, yes. So I've been rolling around this little ball on the table. This ball contains my assistant Abbas.
Named for someone important to your family, or simply a
really
common
very
name
brilliant man
in Uruvia? Oh, I see.
No. Really very brilliant man that I'm very honored to be related to. An ancestor of mine.
Interesting. Yes. Okay. I'm glad to hear it.
But yes, I'm specifically rolling him around the ground on the part where his speakers are, like on the table, so that he can't say anything.
Very good.
Yeah, every
Yes.
now and then you hear that. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, so this Sparkcraft assistant like talks in like human language?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, like, the way you described it, I thought it was more like an R2D2 kind of
No.
deal.
No, he fully expresses himself.
Uh-huh.
He
That's
fully
probably what it
expresses
sounds
himself
like right now.
always. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
R2,
That's
going
me.
up, R2. Yes.
Mhm.
Cool. Right. So the thing about Constantine that we've been playing up is that he's very obviously Scottish spy,
Mhm.
right? Like,
Mhm.
there's no hiding his what. Well, there might be some hiding it because I'll be attempting a Russian accent. It will not go well. But use your imagination.
We will
right?
imagine that it's a Russian accent. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, and the one that and there's no hiding it, and and this guy he is. He's just here. He looks like Boris Karloff because that's the picture that I'm using, and he's wearing a three-piece suit because that's what spies wear.
Excellent. I can't imagine for a single second that Dallas Bronte abilities isn't just wearing a pair of shorts and a t-shirt. Or at least not a t-shirt, sorry. I've forgotten what era we're in. A pair of shorts and a blouse.
Oh, there is no way on Earth or in Duskfall that Dallas Bronte can be disguised or will ever be able to be disguised. This is
Yes.
this is a shame being the best spy in the business, but it is what it is. No, she is wearing very big sunglasses and holding a flannel to her head. So there's a little bit of a damp spot just coming down the side of her side on her left side. Again, yeah, blouse, shorts, probably some knee-length boots that kind of squeak when she moves. And she is very clearly nursing a come down or a hangover or some such sort of situation.
Yeah. The lemon water is for you, in fact. Crown has made sure. And I think, like, as the ratty-looking woman scurried away, she did attempt to tell you that it was like that Crown specifically left it here for you, but she was too busy running away to really make it clear.
And there's 3 glasses, of course. So I think Dallas has magnanimously let everybody else have some.
Yeah.
She's nothing
Very
if not polite.
That's good. That's I think the key problem, of course, is that Crown really sometimes wishes you were less polite, but that is what it is.
Sorry, what was the drink? Maybe I didn't catch it.
It was just fresh water with a wedge of lemon in it, which is
Oh, okay, yeah. Very refreshing. Of course, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you, Crown. Thank you, Miss Abilities.
But yeah, I think it is. You have to tell me what you would like to do.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I think I'll say. Okay, so of course, as I said, we need to gather the evidence because it's all very well for me to just say something and but of course we need to go through the processes. So there is one person here, very easy, and then there are 2 people who are missing, who are hiding. Now this feels much more up the spy nonsense shenanigans that the 2 of you are so specialized in, whereas nice, friendly, polite conversation with a lady right here, I can probably do that. Because of course we could all 3 of us go one by one and meet all of them. But I like the structural idea of one of us each going after one person at the start.
Yeah,
that's just my suggestion.
And I think it. This feels to me like, and we can do a little scene, but it feels to me also like gather info, right? So that this is the each of you can like gather info on one of the targets, and then there will be a way to get them all in one room, and then we can do a score, right? And at this moment, for the listener, I will flag that I have given the crew a special ability, and the special ability, the crew ability, is that Crown. Giving away my influences very obviously. Crown's intelligence is really rather good, and so any gather info roll in this score will be treated as one result level higher. So a 1 to 3 will become a 4 to 5, a 4 to 5 will become a 6 will become a crit. A crit, we could negotiate something, I guess.
Cool. So Gulu is going to talk with Hester Prichard. And Salty, any preferences for who Dallas Bronte abilities wants to go after?
I think I have no preference. I think which one makes more sense for Constantine.
I'm not sure. I think it both could make sense for Constantine, right? Because so I should have mentioned that Constantine is Hound, so they're both fun because like as a spy, one's a spy, the other's an assassin. So a spy tracking another spy, or I guess Constantine's
Thistle's
a
a
bit of
Ruvian, right?
That's the rumor.
I was going to say
I think it's very funny if that's your ex. That's your ex, because isn't your ex a Ruvian and your rat's xenophobic? I seem to remember that from last time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Cool.
There was that. I should pull it up. Where was it? Well, I'll find it. But yeah, I do remember saying that briefly. Yes. That'd be fun. Yeah, let's go after Thistle.
Go on then.
Yeah, it says, just gonna flag that Constantine's pet is xenophobic and his ex is Aruvian. Good. Thank you for flagging this to me.
I mean, if you're a rat and you're xenophobic, that leaves a whole world of options for you to be angry about.
That is true. If you're a rat, you've already got loads of options. And then, you can,
You can scurry, you can sniff, you can skulk.
If you're a rat, you've already got lots of options.
Yeah. Anyway, he doesn't hate Eruvians because he and I, we work very well together.
Does he know you're Eruvian? Never mind. We'll see. Yes. We will find out later.
Listen, everyone who spends like 30 seconds with me knows I'm Eruvian.
So, indeed. So okay, let's say that Constantine's going after Thistle because also one of Constantine's what were they? The vices. The keys is romantic. So if this is in fact his ex, that would make things very interesting.
Delightful. Yes.
I mean, who do you think Dallas Bronte hold them abilities was having whiskies with last night? Because every spy has a liver of iron.
That is what they say. I don't know if Crown has a liver of iron. Now I think it's more like brass at best. But sure. Okay, so in that case, no, go on.
I was going to say on that subject, I think I'm going to have a brief private word with Crown before we all like part ways, but we can see that later.
Sure, and I think that you are told that in fact you can come back to Cairn House and you will be let into this room, which Crown assures you is secure at any time, and very much the cover is you're being investigated for anti-national, activities. And so nobody who is observing you, even if they are, is going to really be able to pierce that cover because all three of you are so suspicious, right? So you can come back and reconvene here at any time.
Most excellent. Very good.
Then, let's see this private word with Crown first, if nobody else has anything else.
No, go ahead.
Yeah.
This really. So you finish.
How are you finding him?
Yeah, I guess like we were all in the same room, and it's just like the others leave, and I want to stay back and have a conversation with him while he's I don't know, cleaning
I'm
up the
sorry.
files and stuff.
Crown is not in the room with you. You were handed a dossier by a strange lady because he
yeah,
knows
forgot.
being seen in your company is very suspicious, right? And especially all three of you.
Okay.
Crown speaking to you under guise of harsh interrogation, perhaps different, but like, you know, him meeting the three of you seems something that he's trying to avoid.
Okay. Oh no, then I won't meet with them.
Okay, fine, cool.
Good.
Okay.
I misunderstood the situation, but all right.
Yeah.
But yeah,
no worries.
Prichard is in the room, in the building. I'll go talk to her.
Yes.
But perhaps let's see I'd rather see the others first.
Fair. I think that Constantine's problem is such a good and funny problem. Let's start there.
Okay, sure.
So
Do I know where Thistle is, or the general? Has the Crown given me like general coordinates, or am I having to?
I think Crown has told you a few things. The first is that he was fairly sure, and like again, all of this is like cloaked in rumor, right? But like it's as close as you can get, which is that Thistle came in via some kind of like very small and like a what we would recognize as a small biplane, right? Like something that's like designed to be operated by about one person, right? Makes very little noise. And this one is designed to like survive in the Deathlands and stuff. But way more importantly, this one is also I think you know this, that it is like Thistle's pride and joy. Because it's what ensures that they can get out whenever like they need, because the biplane will be like hidden somewhere and she can just run to it, get in, and then like take off. And like he confirms that is how she came in as well. But I think that's about the information that you have. Now, are there many places that could reasonably and safely house a biplane? I don't know. But you can tell me. You can tell me you know exactly like where that is.
If I know, so if we were saying that Thistle is in fact Constantine's ex, right? Are we just saying that that's true?
It can absolutely be true, because I also think that okay, out of character, I think it probably is true. In character, even in character, Thistle's going to pretend that it may be like a quantum state of anything is possible, even though out of character, we know it's true, right?
Okay, sure. Well, let's say Constantine suspects that this is the case, that Thistle is in fact
yes
his ex.
Yeah.
Now, I think then Constantine would know that this is Thistle's pride and joy, and I think he would have a decent idea of if Thistle got into trouble, if this plane took any sort of damage while on a mission, where she would go, like who her mechanic, like her go-to mechanic.
Yeah.
Kinda, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So to see if I know that, I suppose I could roll consort.
Yeah, I think that in this case, roll consort, definitely. Even on a failure, I don't think that you don't find this person or like it's a dead end. Rather, it'll be unwelcome news, right?
Right.
I've got a contact who could help you here.
Oh, nice.
That's great.
Got Autopod Mike, the best in business.
Yeah.
Oh. Yes, that would be very useful.
Do you think Constantine, well, because Dallas Bronte Abilities has her very own surprising fine two-seat autopod. As she hops in, does Constantine hop in and go, I need to know where you get this serviced?
Yeah. I think that makes a lot of sense. Like, right. Okay. So, and position effect risky standard.
No, there's no risk here. It's just gather info, right?
Right. Okay. So
and like take a die because you do know someone who is like, if it's not him, it's someone he knows, right? So
Cool. I have rolled. Have I not rolled? Where is it? No, I did not. Here we go. I have rolled.
you've rolled a 6,
I have a
which
6.
means
Yes.
with the special
Nice.
ability, it's a crit. And what that means is, of course, it is Autopod Mike. He is the best, but
He's the
he isn't
best.
just the best. He is incredibly discreet, because if everyone knew that Autopod Mike had Dallas Bronte abilities as like personal contact, they would be all over him. They would constantly be like, "Oh my god, please introduce us," right? And he's like, "No, nobody even knows like who my clients are," right? But he's willing to do Dallas a favor, and any friend of Dallas is a friend of his, and no comment about whether you're a friend of Dallas or not. So on a crit, I think that, yeah, I think Autopod Mike tells you something very straightforward and interesting, and then I'll ask you a question. And I think he tells you that the reason Thistle's in town, or the reason that she said to him that she was in town, had nothing to do with any of this, but rather it was to meet an old flame.
Dun, dun, dun.
Whatever that means. And she said that, you know, it might take a couple of days. So my, you know, in fact, when you go in, you can kind of see the biplane under her top, right? Like she's trusting him to look over it, look after it, and then he'll probably like give it a servicing while it's there, right? And you know, therefore, also that she's not going to be able to take the biplane out anytime soon, right? She's like, I wouldn't say stuck here, but definitely not with her best and most preferred method of escape. And now I'm going to ask you a question, which is, what does your close, shady friend, Katya Gennady Bolskov, intelligence officer, know about Thistle that you wish he didn't know?
Oh, Katya's a woman.
Oh, sorry. What does she know about Thistle that you wish she didn't know?
What does she know about Thistle that I wish she didn't know? I think what she knows and has been, because I think she knows that if Thistle's involved, Constantine's like, you know, his abilities as a spy kind of take a hit. You know, it's an old flame, and I think Thistle has information which very heavily implies like there's no chance of like like them ever getting back. Like, you know, Constantine was played. Yes, and so Constantine, like, it's not that he. So I guess it's not so much he wishes she didn't know this. He wishes that this weren't true for anyone to know. Yes.
Yeah, fact, yes. So it's really crucial, I think, that you keep the fact that Thistle's in town from Katya, because if Katya knows, she's gonna come down on you, right? She's gonna be like, "Oh my god, you need to be in a small room and away from any work until she leaves, because I can't trust you." Great. Okay. And I think, like, now, especially on a crit, what we can say is that if you need something to be true for the score to work, right? Like, so if you need to say, okay, we're coming up with this idea, and I think, like, Thistle is going to be there, it is likely that she will have a good reason to be there. We can come up with that, but we don't have to, like, discover that reason now. Does that sound fair?
Oh, sorry, can you say that again?
So on a crit, I think whatever, like, score we come up with, there will be a good reason for Thistle to be in that place at that time.
Right. Okay.
And we don't need to discover that reason right now. But like you like your character knows that. Constantine knows that, right? And can trust that. But we don't need to figure it out now. We can figure it out when we're in the planning stage.
Yeah, sounds good.
Great. Who would like to go next?
Fidelis.
Yeah, I can go next. If you have if you don't have any immediate ideas, so ahead.
I was going to just go have a conversation with Prichard. I could do that, but I'd like to see you. But if you prefer, I go first. Okay, sure. All right, then. Yeah, she's in the building that we were in. Yeah.
Yes, in fact,
Okay.
she has a corner office, right? But in order to get to the corner office, and like I think you can figure out how to do this because you've been let into the inner bowels of the building. But in fact, there's like a public facade where nothing important really happens, and then you gotta like go down a staircase nobody really knows about. You gotta open a door that like doesn't look like a door, whatever, and you can find her. She's in her room. She's clearly not working. She's just peering out of this window. And like we are now in that brief time in Duskwall, which is blue time, which is you can see the sun. There is a bit of like blue sky, and she's kind of just like looking out, and like in contemplation.
Yeah. I knock on the door.
Yes.
Yes. I go in. I am. Well, you certainly, I assume, know who I am. I am Dr. Augustus Ashcroft Chakravarti, and I'm here to have a short, brief, to-the-point conversation with you. May I sit down?
Ashcroft Chakraborty, you were involved in that strange little affair, weren't you?
Yes, I was. Very redacted,
Well,
very top secret.
if that's what you would like to believe, yes. Sure, why don't you sit down? How can I help you, Doctor?
Well, it's on the very fact of this redacted business and its redactedness that I wish to talk to you about. You see, it has come to my attention that things that are redacted are apparently becoming very, very public knowledge, and not just to our public, but to foreign publics. And, well, I would like to find out who is responsible for this sort of thing so that I can lodge a very firmly worded complaint.
Might I recommend the Duskwall Express? Often they do make things known to the public. Perhaps you could complain to them.
You would like me to complain to the Duskwall Express about the failures of accuracy intelligence?
Well, they are constantly going on about them, aren't they? Perhaps they would be more interested in whatever it is we're having conversation about. See, Doctor, I have read the unredacted file, and between you and me, it is stunning to me that you did not end up in, some kind of paranormal jar.
No. I put things in paranormal jars. So I'm very, very good at not getting put in one myself. I'm rolling around my little guy on the table. I see, however, in your manner and your mannerisms and your general outlook that there is a certain amount of pique happening with you. And I feel that, I have wandered into this situation and you're taking it out on me. But really, the person that you are mad about, or the situation that you're mad about, is not really the presence of your friend Gullu in this room. Because very much so, I am sympathetic to your problems, and I would like to call you my friend, and for you to call me your friend. Now, I have an ability called Mentalist.
Yes. Would you like to read out the word of this ability?
I can deduce trivial details about anyone. I can study them to reveal a deep desire they didn't even know they had, and then some stuff. But I feel like there's more to this woman than than just being mean to me. What's her deal? What's going on?
Case?
Yeah, what's up?
Yeah. So this, I think, clearly gather information. There is risk here. And the risk here is, first of all, obviously she's an incredibly intelligent and like experienced operative, but also, she really doesn't like you. You know,
Yeah.
like what?
Yeah.
Why? Right? So
Yeah.
let's say risky and then standard, and the risk here is she figures something out about you and like what is going on here.
Mhm.
But your special ability will still work in that the amount of information you get will be mediated by whatever Crown is like helping you with.
Mhm. I would like to involve my friend Abbas in this role because his special thing is research and gathering information.
Very good. I also see that he is driven but conservative.
Yes.
So yes, absolutely.
Mhm. Yes, he is.
So is this a group role then?
It's a group role.
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
Yeah. Yeah. And I am going to push myself because you might think, well, this is just to gather information. We're just starting. Why push yourself? But I'm always pushing myself to learn more things all the time.
Yes.
Okay.
It's a 5.
Okay. And let's see what Abbas can pull into this.
Yes.
No bonus dice. That should roll 2 dice, I think. Let's see if it does. Wonderful.
But Abbas rolls a 6. Yes, he knows what's up.
Yeah.
And I think that as you say this to her, you can see that like she's beginning to become quite annoyed with you, right? She doesn't know why you're here, and she has much better things to do. But I think Abbas is picking up on things perhaps that you are not. And like clearly the irritation is like kind of like loosening her control, right? And she says, if you have been permitted inside the building, then you know that there are no friends and no enemies in our business, Doctor. And it suggests to me that if you wish to truly be my friend, that you are not as experienced as you think you are. And I like, as she says this, perhaps what you realize is what she isn't talking about you. She's talking about herself. She's reflecting, she's, as you said, projecting onto you, but the person she's most annoyed with at the moment is herself. She's very frustrated about something that has clearly gone wrong. And for someone like this, I think to show that frustration suggests that for most people, they would be incredibly upset, right? And I think she says, the fact, I think, is that if Crown has asked you to come in, asked you to provide some insight or intelligence, that he's already lost the plot. And perhaps you should consider whether or not you want to be working for someone who has lost the plot.
I shall give your suggestion very due consideration. Also, by the way, the keys, right? Every time you express your key, you mark it, right? That's how that works?
Yeah.
So one of my keys is nosy.
Yes. Very
good. And one of my other keys is avuncular, so I'm going to try to hit that one right now.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, I believe the text is you can only do it once per session, but I imagine we're striking that.
Yeah, I think we did that last time.
It's a one-shot. I think it's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, were we keeping our keys and...
No.
Why don't you keep your keys from last time? If you want to. You know what I mean? Like, it's totally fine. It's fun to have some continuity, and you're going to be rolling much worse than this soon enough, right? So
yeah, I'd cleared what I'd marked on my keys, so I don't remember.
I did the same.
No. Yeah, okay, I mean, that's fine. Then,
yeah. The hitting the keys is just expressing roleplay here. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's nice to know the words because you're playing towards them. That's the key use, often.
But let's see if I can be avuncular in this moment. And I say, I will give your suggestion due consideration, ma'am. It's perfectly fine. And on the matter of friendship, I think it's quite all right that you do not wish to have my friendship. It is, after all, as you say, very dangerous profession. But if you will not have my friendship, then as just between you and me, as an older person speaking to a younger person and seeing that you are going through certain problems, and I can see that you are currently not having the best relationship perhaps with yourself. I really want you to know that ultimately you are always here for yourself, and you are always your own very best friend. I know that spies already know this in a different sort of way, but I'm reminding you in a different sort of way. So please, uh, take care and don't be too hard on yourself. Okay? I will leave. Goodbye.
And I think you say this, and her eyes are just getting wider and wider. Who? Nothing in the report mentioned the absolute insanity of this man, right? It was a very cut and dry here at the event, but maybe somebody should have been paying attention to the kind of people and their personalities just a bit more, right?
Yeah.
And I think as you leave, you definitely notice that in the way that I'm imagining this is there's a big open area with desks where people are working, right? And you can see as you leave that people are whispering about the fact that you went in and had a conversation and left, right? Very yeah, she has a reputation. And who are you exactly, right?
Yeah. I think I'm probably going to head out and probably kind of stand out on the street nearby. Sit on a bench. Kind of put my chin, kind of rest my elbow on the back of the bench. Rest my cheek on my fist, which is holding the ball, and I'm going to whisper. So, Abbas, this woman clearly appears to be consumed with guilt. Now, of course, we have not really figured out who the actual mole is, but we have to keep up appearances always. What is your opinion? Do you think it is very likely that she is in fact the mole if she is so consumed by all this self-recrimination?
And I think what Abbas tells you is I gotta figure out what kind of voice Abbas has and whether or not Holly did a similar voice. It's fine. I think you may have changed the voice modulator on it, so now he sounds different. And he says,
There was Salty who actually ran for Abbas last time.
Oh, then in fact, Salty, what did Abbas sound like?
He sounded.
No, yeah, go on. Sorry.
He sounded like a bus. Probably has changed the voice modulator since.
Yes. Okay. Cool. But good to know that that's the vibe. I think Abbas says, she is a frustrated woman who knows she deserves better. She will drink tonight to excess, though she normally does not. I think she may or may not, whether or not she is the mole, she is disappointing everyone who ever believed in her.
And disappointing me, even though I didn't believe in her. It's very sad. Well, we'll see what the others come up with. Very well done in there, by the way.
We work as a team, for such is the way of Chakraborty.
So it is. And yeah, I think that's the scene.
Great. And lastly, Miss abilities, MX abilities, even. How are you? Yeah. What is your approach here?
So, Luca Baine.
Mhm.
Oh, Dallas Bronte Abilities is hosting. I think it's going to be whiskey and cigars at the local lounge club with
Very good.
a couple of socialites, because Luca Baine does so love spending time with well, the people who know everything there is to know about Duskfall, the actresses of the
Yes.
silver screen, with Edie Rose and a couple of other bosom girls.
And he's stuck in Duskwall, isn't he? So he's dying for a diversion. Describe this lounge club to me. Like, how private is it?
Oh, I'm picturing something very like the Centuralia Club. It's a speakeasy. You give a sentence that changes every day to the doorman who opens one door, and then you give another sentence to another doorman who's inside that door, and then they open another door, and then you have to go up a hand-cranked elevator shaft into this whole floor that looks over Duskfall. And of course it's in 6 towers.
Yes.
So there's no other place to be. Sorry, it's not 6 towers anymore, it's New Horizon.
Of course it is. And it looks ramshackle on the outside. It looks like it's falling apart. And on the inside, once you get off the hand cranked elevator, it's actually like modern, right? Like clear glass on all sides, indoor plants, a bar that is like the bartender changes also every day, and so does the menu, right? And so today, behind the bar is someone from Severos, and they are making gin cocktails.
Excellent. So Dallas has taken off her sunglasses, left them in the autopod that is idling outside with the valet. Wow. I'll have a Tom Collins if you would, darling. Oh, Rebel, how are you? Make that double. I'm meeting Mr. Luca Baine. Has he made his way here at all?
And they laugh as they're mixing up your drink and just like nod. And you notice that Luca is already liquoring himself up, and like he knows how to like handle a drink, so like he's not even close to tipsy, right? But he must be on his 3rd or 4th drink, and maybe he's been here half an hour. And he's talking to a group of people, regaling them with stories. And Luca Baine is the kind of spy who somehow doesn't need to pretend he's not a spy. Somehow people tell him things anyway, even though everyone knows. How is that possible? It's not clear. He's so garrulous, right? He just knows things. And I think he'll spot you and say, well, there's Dallas. Dallas, over here.
Oh my god. Darling, how are you? Oh, it's been so long. Here at Tom Collins for my Tomcat. Now, how is everything? You're not rocking a hangover, I see.
You know the solution to a hangover? It's hair of the dog. And, well, the last couple of days have been so dull. Where have you been? I've been looking all over for you.
And Dallas does the horribly overwrought laugh to such an awful joke, tips her head back, the locks go cascading. Goes, well, I'll drink to that, darling. Well, I've been about. How about you? I've not seen you around either. Ever since last night.
Well, truth be told, I'm in a spot of trouble at work, and it's all it'll be taken care of. You know me, I'm always fine. It's simply just that someone in the office thinks I may have done something that I obviously didn't do, and is probably just jealous of me. And
Hmm.
I've had to be in meetings, and all I can think about in the meetings is how much better it would be if I was here instead.
I don't blame you. I mean, and she looks at him over the rim of her drink. It seems an awful boring kind of job you have going on. Really, with all this palaver down in the Dagger Islands. And I think she's being very, very pointed
Yeah.
about this.
And
Very
I
pointed
think,
about gathering information, but
yep,
there's this flutter of the eyelashes. She
Yeah,
can't
why don't I
possibly
think?
be doing this,
Yeah,
obviously.
and yet it's the playbook that he's written. Why don't you roll? This is a consort. I think he is just like Hester Prichard. He is rattled enough that his control is not perfect. And in any case, this man is not like Hester Prichard. For him, control means something quite different anyway, right? But yeah, this is a perfect place for a gather info roll, I think.
Yeah, I think so too. Now I'm marking a key for coquettish. I think that makes sense.
Yes.
And my consort's good. I'm not going to push myself or anything like that. We're not on the dance floor, so let's go.
I will add,
fortune roll?
is your
Mhm.
is your bosom girl Edie Rose here? Has she already been buttering him up? Because if so, I
Oh,
think you
of
might get
course.
I think you'll get a die for her. And she's not even meaning to help you. She's just having a good time. But it's always nice when your friends have a good time and then help you.
Yeah, we're just that in tune. And fortune roll,
Mhm.
right?
Yes.
Excellent.
Two
So that's a
sixes.
6, a 2, and a 6.
Which suggests that we are now going to negotiate for something more. But first, let's do the crit, which I think is, in this moment, he's holding this drink, and the way that you know you got him is he's really necking this drink. Like, he was taking a sip, and then you said it, and he was like, I need time, so I'm just like, I'm downing it, right, to give myself some space. And then he puts the glass down, and he says, how the devil did you hear about that?
Just an eyebrow lifted. Darling, everyone's talking about it.
And
Isn't
the
that
problem is that
right?
he believes you. Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. And he says, I you have to tell me whether or not you heard it from a mutual friend of ours or not, because if it came from him, then we're all in quite a lot of trouble. And he's trying to intimidate you, but I don't know that it's working.
I think Dallas just chucks him under the chin. Goes, darling, you'd be so much more intimidating if you weren't hungover as hell. Now, come on. Let's get you some lemon water and it'll all go over. Come on. You're shaking. Oh, poor thing. Pats his hand very, very kind of
Yeah, and I think
patronizingly.
he's super rattled, and I think in this case, everyone else is kind of like, wow, he's really having a bad time, huh? Like, this is not a room full of politicians necessarily, but it's definitely a room full of people who can sense the energy of someone who is just suddenly now not as much fun to be around. And he says, "It wasn't my fault. They said that, didn't they? That it wasn't my fault. That I was barely in. I was barely in the Dagger Isles." And the first piece of information you get is he didn't just contribute intelligence; he was also on the up. The second piece of information he'll give you as he's blabbering in his nervousness is that he'll say, and that girl Hyacinth, she had no idea what she was even doing. I mean, she was pretending to be Iruvian. It's not like she looks Iruvian. And so the second piece of information he'll give you is the op was the Akarosi trying to like pretending to be Iruvian to get some information, right? And the last thing that he'll tell you is, because he's trying really hard to justify himself, he's totally innocent, is that he'll say, and in any case, it's not even like Blackthorne Park cared. I mean, they were barely involved. Everyone's talking about how, Blackthorne Park got burnt. Blackthorne Park was a million miles away from this. And he's basically telling you that this whole Blackthorne Park angle is a counterintelligence ploy, probably by Katya, to make it seem like it was all way more complicated than it was. But the Skovish weren't involved, right? And this was entirely someone betraying the Akarosi, probably to the Iruvians. And then the person who got caught was Hyacinth, but also the local operation, right? All of the people who helped her, whoever she was trying to kill, right? All of that got wiped out. Katya's just good at her job and knows how to muddy the waters when it's easy and she can do it. So yeah, I think he tells you these details, and I think the question I am interested from you, Salty, an answer from you, I mean, is who was the target of this assassination? Who was meant to be killed in some very inoffensive way, something that should have been an accident?
Ooh, somebody in the Dagger Isles.
Mm-hmm.
Now, how do we feel about doing an explicit link back to one of our previous one-shots? Do we want to explicitly link it in? Or do we want to do something a bit more?
I'm happy for it.
Yeah.
I'm in two minds. Either putting, I think it's very funny if it's actually Holly's old character, Spooky, on holiday in the Dagger Isles, who is also a palace operative, or if it was, I think it was Saxon, or V Vale, who's the Iruvian operative from the Pingus affair, who stole this very fancy, massive jet engine type thing, and then defected from Iruvia.
No, it must be Spooky, because Spooky deserves it.
That's why Spooky's not here.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Yes,
she was taking a well-deserved holiday.
Oh no, I meant the assassination part.
Yeah. That's because it was a failed assassination.
Spooky deserves to be assassinated?
Well,
yeah.
I can't comment about that. But the palace is famously full of internecine warfare, right? So what has happened? It's very possible that what has happened is not that the mole has betrayed anybody to the Iruvians. The mole has betrayed Crown's faction in the palace to a different faction in the palace.
Oh.
This is why Crown is I need to know. It's not because any of these things have any ramifications for foreign intelligence. It's because Crown needs to find out who among his closest confidants has defected to the side of someone who wants to replace him or just like cut him down to size, something like this, right?
Mhm.
And I think that is what you realize, Dallas, as you hear Luca kind of like babble, is he's not afraid that he's gonna die. I don't think this is the kind of thing where it's like, oh yeah, Crown is gonna like have me shot. This is Crown suspecting him rightly or wrongly, and then sending him to like the arse end of nowhere, and he has to spend the next 5 years like, listening to like Severosi knights or like knight-like people discuss chivalric codes, and like that's somehow useful intelligence, right? He's just really scared of like being given a bad job like that. So somehow maybe actually the stakes aren't that high after all, or they're even higher than you thought.
We'll have to tell Crown my personal strategy for never getting replaced at work.
Which is never work.
Just be really good at your job.
Yes. Crown. If that was true of Crown, I mean, would Akaros be where it is? Probably not. So
I don't know if he'd be
I think-
good enough to physically move Akros somewhere else. I don't know about that.
And
Because,
I think
we're working on that, and we can manage it. Anyway, continue.
Yeah, no, sorry. I was just saying that I think that what is going to happen now, especially like with the critical role gave you the information about the op and like what is really going on, right? Your +1 result level, I think here is Dallas is going to do something now, spooked as he is by you and your questioning and apparently everybody knowing, is that he is going to attempt to find out what Thistle and Hester and maybe even a few other people are up to. And like, he's a good spy somewhat, I guess, but more importantly, you can use this, I think, to engineer a situation in which you can find out exactly what's happened, right? Because like now he's going to behave unwisely, and he's going to behave unwisely in some fashion that is definitely like of use to you. And I think that whatever like the unwise behavior is, it's going to happen soon. Like, he's spooked now, he's going to have another drink and he's going to set off. So maybe by the end of the day, right? Like, so like, I'm positioning the score we're going to do. If we were in blue time now, in a few hours after, it's not exactly the sun setting, but like we go back to pure night, right? The awful hours between blue and black, when the paranormal kind of like the resonances act up, they kind of fade, and then he's gonna make a move.
Interesting,
Okay.
yeah. Now the question is, do we want to have him make his move? Because I'm just saying, I've got a pocket full of sleeping pills,
Hmm.
Yeah.
and it says if you take a few, if you take a few, but I feel like a pocket full is quite a lot.
It is.
It
I
is.
I
mean,
could just put this man in a
comment.
coma.
Yeah. Let's put him down,
Gently.
Yeah. He clearly hasn't been resting at night for a while. He's always going out, getting up to all sorts of stuff, coming up hungover, and then going again. This would be good for him.
So I think what Dallas does is she sits him down. She goes, "Darling, you have been working too hard for too long. Now sit down. I'll get you another drink and then I'll drive you home, okay?" And then of course he's going to use all of these sleeping pills, because I think it's very funny if she's not a chemist. She's like, well,
Sure.
if one does an hour, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 24 will be fine. 24 is like
Oh
a
my
day.
god. Oh my god.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a
Yeah.
good start.
I mean, yeah.
I
yeah.
approve of this.
This man's dead.
No, he's asleep.
Yeah, permanently.
Yeah.
No, just for tonight.
I mean,
And then
Mhm.
taking him home because he's drunk too much.
to be fair, he rolled a 6 on his 2 dice to survive. So I think, in fact,
Okay.
the iron liver does mean that he's going to wake up in about 24 hours. What none of us expected was that Dallas's maths is actually exactly right.
Yeah. What do you mean
Incredible.
none of us expected? I've been saying this from the start.
Well, I'm proud of you because I have not. So, yeah, great. He falls asleep in your car, and you can take him home. Yours or his, whatever. You can even search his pockets if you like.
Hmm. I am naive,
Mm.
so I don't think. I think she's too polite to do that.
Oh,
She goes-
great. Amazing.
She takes off his blazer and his coat and kind of feels like there's something very heavy in there. Goes, why, it's none of my business, and it'd be
Oh.
it'd be completely rude to drug a man and then go through his pockets.
That's true. They do say that.
They do say that.
It's simply not the done thing.
You should say
Indeed.
please before you do it.
I mean, he consented to the drugging because he was drinking,
Yeah.
but he
Yes.
didn't consent to being stolen from.
Especially not his senses. But yes,
Hmm.
indeed. It's good that he
Indeed.
didn't consent to being stolen from, because some could argue you tried to steal his life away from him, but then you didn't, so it's fine, right?
No,
don't worry about it.
no. I don't know where all this slander is coming from. These were sleeping pills. He's asleep
Yes, correct.
for the required amount of time, which is 24 hours, which is good for him.
Yes. So he's passed out, and I want to be so clear here. You could, if you wanted, simply take this man to Crown and say, it's him, and he's passed out, and he confessed to me, right? And like, that would be that, I guess, right? Because like you have information that you're not supposed to have. I'm not suggesting that you do this. I am suggesting that it's something that maybe some of your characters would consider.
Well, it's simply not the done thing. Anyway,
no, well,
I
I mean,
think
it's
I think
to
Dallas
be Crown
likes
either.
yeah. I think Dallas
mhm.
likes Luca more than she likes Victor at this point.
It's reasonable. Yeah. Not a high
Yeah,
bar,
at
but
least-
clearing it, I think, by a country mile. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's something about Victor Shaw. That's the image that we're seeing here.
Mm.
I don't know.
I mean,
Not
no
really.
comment.
Not really. Not yeah. Yeah. Perhaps we should describe this person. Actually, how would you describe this person to the
Victor?
to the audience who cannot see this wonderful image?
Yes. Many years ago, when Victor was perhaps 13 or 14 years old, he was in 4th form at the Bungenhampton boarding school for boys, girls, and young gentlefolk. And in 4th form, he became very close friends with Peter Samhorse the 17th. And becoming Peter's friend was very useful to Victor because he immediately got a job after attending Rutherford University at the palace. And then every time it seemed like his career was stalling, somehow Peter Samhorse the 17th always had the right advice, always told him what to do in order to just make a little bit of progress. But unfortunately, about 5 years ago, Peter Samhorse the 17th seems to have fallen from a goat and broken his neck.
Not from a horse.
No, he was an adept goat rider. He was a fan of what we might call unconventional sport.
Okay.
Victor's been kind of drowning in responsibility ever since. Now, he's not incompetent, but I would not call him competent. As a result, when I say to you that this man smokes a cigar like that's his real job, or that his bald spot is something that you could see the future in because it's so shiny.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to understand that like the contempt that I'm trying to instill in you is not for his actual physical attributes, but the way in which he considers himself lord of all he sees.
This is my favorite response from a GM after being asked for a physical description of a character.
Thank you very much.
So he's not hot. That's the important thing.
Oh, I mean, there are people who look like this who are, but he is not one of them.
No, it's not about the looks. It's about how you carry yourself.
have
It's about
the
your inter.
chutzpah.
Yeah.
The X factor, because you have to have him for him to be your X, and that's his problem.
That's exactly the issue.
Yeah. Okay. So we have currently diagnosed this man to be utterly bitchless now and in the future. What do we do about the score? We have kidnapped one of the people who's going to get this thing going, but did I miss it? But like it's not. We still don't know who the mole is, right? He didn't do it.
No,
like he didn't. Okay.
He didn't confirm that he did it. Perhaps the kind of like nervousness that he had would be because he knows he didn't do it, but he knows he could be pinned for it. What I was trying to flag is that definitely the other two know they could also pin him for it, and it would be very easy to do that. Right?
Okay.
So like if you have him and he's vulnerable, and again, regardless of like the truth here, like both of them would be like, oh, let's just throw him to the wolves and like we'll be fine. And it would be great if I did that for my career and my like current situation.
Yeah. So what we have here is Crown, who is currently, he has a bunch of neuroses, one of which is unrequited lust. We have Prichard, who has a really bad relationship with herself. We have Luca Baine, who clearly drinks too much and has trouble sleeping, and may or may not have caused a young woman to die. And then we have Thistle, who also, I assume, is also having her own personal problems. Maybe it's not really about moles anymore. Maybe we should just all have a frank conversation.
I think we should have a election, and we should put forward the original target of the assassination, Millicent Chamberlain, otherwise known as Spooky, as the new head of the palace, because all of the people are overworked. They need somebody to take on their burden.
Let me call Holly on the phone and ask her to come in on this.
I mean, if she would be okay for like 5 minutes, just to like at the end of the score to give us 3 lines. Oh my god, genius, right? I will say.
And I suppose getting Constantine's opinion on this, the devil you know is better than the one you don't, right? You've worked with Spooky before.
Yeah. I mean, that'd be perfect for the USC to have Constantine's friend be in charge of Cairn House. Yeah.
Katya might even like let you out of the doghouse.
He's in the rat house. He's in the laboratory.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So regardless of what happens with this score, I just have one request. In fact, I'm going to phrase it as a requirement. It's not really a requirement because
sure,
things happen. It may not have.
Yeah.
But I'm just going to say it as I'm going to say that I would like it to be a requirement because it's very important to me. We must see Constantine's rival, Bond James Rodriguez, feature at one point in the score.
Not to worry. I have plans for. I have plans for him.
Excellent.
Yeah. You think I read Katya Gennady Bolskov and didn't read? I did, admittedly, think it was Bond James Rodriguez, but fine. James is like totally okay. I read all of your friends and enemies. I'm not
excellent.
Yeah.
Tree, are you not familiar with are you not familiar with Bond James Rodriguez? After
should I be?
Well, I got the name of an Indian newspaper after all, but yeah, we can talk about that later.
What are you saying?
We'll talk about it later.
Okay.
Whatever he's saying, he's going to say it to you again afterwards.
Yes.
Look forward to it.
Oh my god! That's the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. Okay, I take this back.
Mhm.
For the listener who, like me, didn't know, it's a headline from an Indian newspaper that says the name is Bond, comma James Rodriguez, Colombian is World Cup's leading goal scorer. Listen. Never let them tell you that we cannot do English better than anyone else. Okay, this is us. This is us.
Mm.
Yes. Yeah, I
Yes.
do think what you said about the election is correct. I guess what we're establishing now is that there is some kind of election, in fact, to choose the next. Actually, no, let's take it back. It's not a formal election. Rather, if enough people agree, Crown will be forced to resign or somebody will shoot him. Right. So yeah, absolutely possible. And I think we're also suggesting that like the candidates need not be present. Like maybe it's better for them not to be present. This makes sense. And I think let's say that like the best time to do this will be now. And the fact is, that is something that everybody would turn up for. And Adiyat, how do you feel about the idea that in fact Thistle has always also wanted to be the head of the palace?
Oh,
So like this is
mean-
why you know that like she's gonna be there if she even hears the slightest hint of something like this, right? Because it's like,
yeah,
oh shit.
But is the
it might be-
implication that if you help her get elected, you might get kissed?
No promise of that kind was made, and
yeah, that's
if
worthless,
you
don't
chose
listen
to
to it.
believe that, then that's on you.
Mhm. Listen, Gulu is prepared to have a manful conversation with you on this subject if necessary, but I don't think either of us wants that to happen.
no,
Or do we?
No,
I don't
that
know.
would be bad.
no.
Actually, now that I think
don't.
about it, I do want that to happen.
Well, I've thought about it, and I definitely don't.
Okay, fair enough. I'm still going to find you about this.
Mhm.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's
Sorry. I want by I in that I meant like Constantine doesn't. I personally,
Of course, I know.
wouldn't.
I know you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tree, please continue.
yes, I was gonna say, first of all, I feel like we've decided what the score is gonna be. So let's roll engagement and then take a short break and then we can come back. How do people feel about that?
Excellent.
I feel great about it.
Muy bien.
Mhm.
So let me look at the engagement, which I know is there somewhere, but I don't know where it is.
Oh, it's not in the
Okay.
it's not in the Blade 68 book. You just have to use it from Blades. We ran into this problem.
Oh, it's standard blades? Oh, okay, fine.
Yeah.
No
Yeah,
problem.
they didn't
I
put
have
it in.
standard blades next to my computer as I have had for the last 3 years now. So totally fine.
You know who doesn't have standard
Um,
blades? The people in Elliot's office.
My sympathies.
Who doesn't have one?
They're it's the winter salad story about them not having kitchen knives. They don't have standard blades. It's very funny.
Yes.
It's
It's
so
a
funny.
good joke.
We're going to keep this one in
Yeah.
the edit. No one understands it, and even the people who understood it didn't understand it. It's fine.
I just didn't
we're
hear
gonna
it.
keep it
That's why.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Engagement roll.
Yes.
We start with 1 die for sheer luck. Is
Yes.
this operation particularly bold or daring?
Yes.
Indeed. Is it overly complex or contingent
Yes.
on many factors?
Yes.
Does the plan's detail expose a vulnerability of the target or hit them where they are weakest?
Yes.
Is the target strongest against this approach, or do they have particular defenses or special preparations?
No.
Yes.
He employed
No.
us.
Yeah, sure. But like, if you think for 1 second, the possibility of a coup isn't rattling around in his head every moment of every day, right? I'm not saying he's impervious to it, but he's definitely like, this is literally why he employed you.
But was he expecting an election?
This? No, that he wasn't. That's
Exactly.
But I'm just saying, he's got particular defenses against a coup.
Yeah.
Right.
It's not a coup. It's an election.
Sure, yeah.
It's literally the opposite of a coup.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love to stuff the ballot box and then hold an election. Can any of your friends or contacts provide aid or insight for this operation? Arguably, Crown has provided aid and insight for this operation. So yes.
So much
Yeah.
aid and insight.
Yeah,
Yes, of
truly.
course. I also have as a contact a fired professor of political philosophy called Ackhurst.
Oh, excellent. Yes, I'm sure he can give you insight into the political maneuvering of
Yes.
post-colonial intelligence apparati.
Yeah, he's going to be the election observer. He may have to be killed afterwards, but that's something else.
Yeah. Are any enemies or rivals interfering in the operation? Now, unfortunately, wait, no,
Yes.
Bond James Rodriguez. We've agreed that he's going to be there. So
Hamas.
yes. Hamas. I'm so sorry. Are there any other elements that you want to consider? Maybe a lower tier. Okay, yeah. Are there any other elements that you want to consider?
Tier difference,
I
I think
think-
makes sense.
Yeah, tier difference does make sense. I mean, he's stupid, but he's not tier 0 stupid. But at the same time, I think that like you have fundamentally got such good information here, right? Like it was like each of your rolls was a 6 even before your special ability, right? So I think what I will say is the die that you lost, you will gain back because of the sheer amount of like information that you have, both known and unknown, about the like what's about to happen, right?
What about the
and you like
unknowns?
Indeed. And you like locked down exactly what the operation was and then figured out what was actually going on, right? Like that's super useful against Crown, who's very much trying to pretend like it's like some kind of the Akarosi are at war and like we need to save whatever, right? So you are at 1 die.
I think this should be rolled by either one of our spies.
I agree, and I think I should. If Adia rolls it, I will specially consider the position of Thistle while judging the outcome of the roll.
Yeah. I think you should roll this, Ardiat.
Okay, I'll roll it. Engagement roll. We are rolling. How many dice did we say?
1.
1.
Yes.
Come on, King.
Okay. It felt.
It's a 5.
I feel
5.
I feel
Five.
engaged by that roll. I'm engaged by that roll.
All right.
Mm.
I've never
I'll
been called
participate
king
the rest
before.
of the session. Oh, really?
Yeah, well, thanks.
Okay.
So let's just take let's say 10 minutes. It is 9:37 now. Let's come back at 9:47. But before we go, let me set the scene for you. Cairn House has, as you know, both a false front and a true I don't want to say a true behind, right? Like, a true behind sounds strange.
No,
but it
we
has a
already have
true.
them in Dallas.
Too bad it's already
Yeah,
here.
Yeah. Yeah,
Mhm.
so it has a true not front. And the fact is that Crown's office is huge. You could comfortably fit 40 people in here. And so I think the shot that I want to start the score on is all of the people who are concerned, who've been invited, who've invited themselves, are in Crown's office, milling about almost, because they know what's about to happen. And they know there is change in the air. Okay, let's come back in 10 minutes.
I will come back in 10 minutes.
Very nice.
Excellent.
See you soon.
See you soon. Ah,
Hello.
hello.
I'm making my second cup of tea.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah. No, I'm
that's the stuff.
If you like the, we're getting to the thick of it, and I must admit I've been kind of zoning out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay. We're having an election.
No, I know
And we're
that.
electing the character played by the player who's not here. It's fine.
Yes, I follow that much, but I think normally I would have ideas of what Constantine would do, uh, but I'm having
Yes.
trouble like picturing this. Like we are having an election.
Yes, apparently.
Yes.
I don't know what's going on. It's fine.
Okay.
Remember.
Sure.
We're all in this together.
You know what? Actually, now that I am engaging with the absurdity of this, I think we can. Um, there might be things I can do, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah, but how do I bring my science rat into it? Oh, sorry. It does have mind link.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Though no, that's only when it's sorry, your pet is imbued with the anomalous resonance. It gains potency when tracking or fighting the paranormal, and gains a paranormal. Okay. So mind link is okay. Great. I will use my science rat to plant ideas in the head of the department to have an election.
Perfect.
Yeah, there we go. Nailed it.
I've returned.
Hello. Yes. I am thinking of ways to get my science rat involved in this election.
Don't you just like that sentence? I think it's just a beautiful sentence.
Yeah.
It's an excellent sentence.
There will be ways. Don't worry about it. I mean, there will be so many ways.
There will be ways. My science rat has the mind link ability.
Excuse me. Okay. I see. Yes.
Mhm.
Thank you. Thank you for saying that.
Yeah. And, I am a man of science. I have, things like, various gadgets, a big laser gun, and so on. But the most important thing is that I am here for everyone. I'm really concerned about these people on a personal level. And we're going to sort it out.
Well,
I'm a scientist, but I'm also an uncle.
You are a practitioner in the science of caring.
Yes.
The thing is, again, like the character that you're playing, I have seen this person walking around Haka University.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, so on the science rat, so the Echo Pet ability says gains paranormal ability, and the paranormal abilities are reality phasing, mind link, or time looping. And I feel like, I mean, at the time I chose mind link because I thought it was funny, but reality phasing?
It's the same, I think, as shadow form in base blades, where you can pass through something, you can briefly become a ghost.
Right, yeah. And I understand that's what it means, that the rat.
But reality phasing does have like an insane.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah. I reject your reality and substitute my own.
I mean, time looping is even funnier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think variable the time looping rat. It's even funnier because he's supposed to be the brain. He's never taken over the world yet.
The same thing we do. Yeah. In fact, I'm sure that in the intermission of this movie, what they showed was a short of variable the science rat clearly plotting to take down the United Scovish Covenants, and being thwarted, but mostly because of the the ineptitude of the humans he is forced to work with.
He's I didn't describe Constantine as wearing a hat, but if he were, you can just imagine variable underneath there.
Ratatouille! Yeah, absolutely. Great. So yeah, we return and we see Crown's office. And Crown is very casually leaning against his desk. He's got a cigar in his hands. And he seems to be in control, in fact, because he looks at everyone and he says, I think this is, in fact, everyone who is expected. I'm sure you're all wondering why you've been called here. And before I go on, I want each of you to name one person who is here because you got them in here.
So
aside
who's
from
not
all of you have plus
aside from-
ones.
Yeah, but the Prichard and Thistle
Yes.
count here. Okay.
They are already in.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so
Though
good.
you don't
So
know
we-
what Thistle looks like, presumably. Constantine
Yeah.
does, maybe. But the rest of you,
Yeah,
yeah.
no. Of course,
So-
I have brought Accursed, who is going to be the election observer.
Okay, so I need
Great.
a contact who's not Katya.
To be clear, if you tell me you have smuggled Katya in here, it will be the case that she has smuggled in here. That, she definitely wants to get into here, but she will also be here and she will observe Thistle. So it's up to you.
Oh, you know what? I think yes. So because though Constantine didn't want Katya to know about this, that his ex is here, Katya does know about this because she's an excellent intelligence officer, and she is here to keep me away. Like to I think Katya is like Constantine's handler essentially, right? So she's come in to like all right, no, you're out. You're out of the score, and I'm like, no, Katya, I'll be good. I promise, it's fine.
I'll be
In fact, I think I'll be good. Yeah, I think she has burned a lot of favors, right? Like she's using a lot of assets that maybe she might have been saving for a rainy day. I mean, and this is a rainy day. She's in the headquarters, in the office, in control. Crown's office. I'm not denying that, but she's also here to keep an eye on you. And Dallas, who is your plus one? Knowing, of course, that if you bring a plus one, Victor Shaw will know that he is your plus one.
Oh, I think it's funny. No, because he sent an invitation to Dallas, and the plus ones field was already filled in. Of course, it's Rajan Ankyat.
Yes, of course it is. Yeah, what is better than having one high-ranking operative from a foreign intelligence agency in the heart of Imperial intelligence? 2. I actually don't know if Rajan is high-ranking intelligence, but you know what I mean.
It's as I told him when the score first started, and you asked how did you get pulled into it. I told him, if we are two very intelligent men, and if things go wrong, then there will be only one intelligent man, and 2 is better than 1.
Is the implication that Rajan is one of them? Anyway.
No. I was the other one. There's me, and then there was Crown. But yeah.
Yes, of course. I mean, you vastly overestimated perhaps Crown's intelligence, or maybe you didn't.
No, he's an intelligent man. He's just not a good one.
Yeah. Okay. Good to know. Yeah. So he puffs at a cigar, and he looks over at all of you, and he says, "It's very clear to me that there is a rot at the heart of the palace. It's clear to me that people in this room have been plotting to take down not just me, but the Empire itself. And he's not like pointing to, for example, the obviously like Aruvian noble Rajan. He's pointing to like unassuming people, right? And he says, and so once and for all, it is time. Confess your sins to me now, in front of those who would be your colleagues, and I will have mercy upon you. But decline to do so, and I will reveal them in your stead, and I'm afraid you will not survive it. And he just like puffs again and like lets the silence kind of like waft through the room.
Now, how confident does he really seem in this situation?
At this moment, without a roll, he actually seems confident. And like the fact is that you rolled a 5, which means he caught it. Like on a 6 or even a crit, right? Like you would have ambushed him here, right? In this case, as you go in, it seems like he's not just in control, but like he knows every single person in this room in some fashion, right? Like he has seen this coming.
Damn, he's good. I didn't see it coming. Okay. Well, I'm quietly observing, right? I'm there. I'm here with my friend Ackhurst, and we're. Well, I don't know if he's quietly observing, but I'm quietly observing, and I'm coming to certain conclusions. Now, I've known him not long, obviously. Really, 2 days, if you think about it. And insofar, I've seen like his outward appetites, right? Cigars, power, control, women, or just a particular woman, and so on. But like, like underneath all of that, what does he really, really want, right? What's really happening? I want to figure this man out.
I think you can roll this.
Yes.
And it's a risky position.
Yeah.
And the risk here is that while you do this, you are offering. There will be somebody else who is going to act if you take your time here.
Well, I'm not a rash person, so other people, if other people want to act, they can act, and they'll be wrong. But that's fine.
Indeed. Yes.
Risky standard, then?
Yeah.
It is what
and
it is.
I have a devil's bargain for you.
I love devil's bargains.
You can have a die, and I will start a clock that says Thistle. It'll be a 4-step clock, and I will tick it once.
It's a clock that just says Thistle?
It just says Thistle. Don't worry about it. It's probably fine.
Okay, that's fine. After all, it will also say Thistle and Constantine on a card I will receive very soon, inshallah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Great.
Okay. I'm also pushing myself. Oh no, I can't push myself for a die and take a dose.
For a die, yeah.
But then I'm going to push myself for greater effect because I've established this about Gulu. He really puts himself into his work.
Yes.
Yes. Good. There you go.
6.
Very nice.
Very good. Yeah. Excuse me. And on a great. Two things
deep
will
desire
happen.
That they didn't know they had.
Yeah. And the first thing that will happen is Ackhurst just whispers in your ear, boarding school boy. They never really forget the trauma of their childhood. And the first piece of information is that because he went to boarding school at like a name that I can't... Buckinghamton? Is that what I said? I can't remember. Because he went to boarding school and like a very, eaten in the Akarosi Empire, that kind of thing. He definitely had a very peculiar and particular childhood that shaped him irrevocably. The second thing that you see, and maybe this is surprising, is that actually Crown is a committed patriot. The deep desire, which even he doesn't know, he thinks he's a venal, selfish man. He thinks he's just in it for power. But there is a part of him that really does deep down think the Empire is a force for good. And he's a patriot, and it is his duty to be a proud patriot.
Good.
Yeah. So that is what you glean. And because it's a 6, in fact, the rest of you you're in somewhat of now like a controlled position, right? In that you can still do something if you like. Otherwise, something will happen, and you can react to it and stop it. But you don't. It won't happen automatically. So yeah.
Excellent. Well, I am going to mull over my ideas and let the spies go forward.
Sorry, I missed the last part. Could you just recap what happened in the last minute? I had to.
Yeah.
my tea.
Basically, Gulu studied, Victor Shaw, and found out that because he went to boarding school, and that's a experience that's had a deep impact on him. And B, that even he doesn't realize it about himself, but he's a true patriot.
Oh, okay. Fun.
It's okay.
Okay.
I have some ideas. But yes, I would like the spies to take the lead. Especially, you guys organize the selection. I'm here for it.
Yes. I must admit, I'm having a bit of trouble coming up with an idea for how to propose this election.
You can so one of the things that we can do is that I can start the clock, which will be the goal of the score, right? So when the clock is filled, you will have convinced Crown, or you would have turned the tide enough, right? That you will make Millicent the new head of the intelligence service, right? And then you can tell me how you want to fill that clock. So you don't necessarily have to do it somewhat aimlessly.
Right. It doesn't have to necessarily be.
We can have a clock, because I have an idea of what I would like to do. If you don't know what you're going to do yet.
Yeah. Okay. Then you go first, and I'll.
Yeah. So I can change up the fiction to maybe bring some chaos into this, because Dallas Bronte abilities is well known to the press, and in fact, you know what? Yeah. Before we came out, when she received the invitation to the party that has Rajan's name on it with hers, she decides she's going to invite the paparazzi.
Oh my god! Inside his office?
Well, he's going to invite. If he invites Rajan Ankayat as my +1, as a little bit of peak, I think Dallas is more than capable of inviting the paparazzi. Maybe not inside the office. Maybe they're outside the building, and this is when they cause a ruckus.
No, but remember, Hester Prichard specifically told to me when I came to her with my problem that I should go to the press about it.
Yeah. Really? Are you not doing exactly what she wanted? And I think what we see is, and Rajan Ankayat is well known to the paparazzi, right? What was the last salacious headline about him?
What was the last salacious headline about him? Oh, I think it is certainly from the Pingus affair, where it was well publicised that his flame got away on this experimental car, on this experimental autopod. At the very party he was going to give that experimental autopod to his sister.
And of course, flame got away is a double meaning, isn't it? That's so much fun. And so I think as Rajan kind of walks into the front of the building. You can see there's pictures, there's yelling, right? People are Rajan, are you scared for your flame, right? They're doing bad puns, but also there's questions about are you being taken in, right? Because they know this is some kind of government office, right? So it's are you in trouble with the state? Is there a foreign affairs angle? There are some mildly professional journalists here as well. But most of them definitely yelling, and then because you're on his arm, I presume.
Oh, I think that Dallas welcomes him at the door of Cairn House. I think that's very. She's wearing this very trendy little fit. It's a very cropped blazer, cropped shirt, tight skirt, thigh highs that kind of peek out. Very gartered, very professional looking for a photo shoot.
They go wild, right? As the door opens, Dallas Bronte abilities, someone who is also well known to the papers, opens the door. Is there some secret angle? Is there a Takarosi angle? Right? And as the photographs click away, I have this image of maybe you let him in, wink at the cameras, and then just close the door.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah,
Give them what they want. Yeah, absolutely. So tell me, so you let him in, and then you bring him to the office, right?
Yeah, I think what happens is Dallas says, Now, darling, I'm sorry if we got off on a bad foot, and I have to say, for all I say, you are a good lay. So let's work together, and we can have a lovely evening, and we can call it quits, okay? So all you need to do, hun, is follow my lead. Got it?
I think this is actually a role. Seems like sway. And I noticed
that works.
Presumably from a previous score, you have a clock that says Rajan wins Dallas's heart.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to tick this clock once, I think, on a... Let's say you're in the controlled position, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's controlled. You have standard effect, which is he will follow your lead, I guess. But he's so impossibly suave, isn't he?
So
even when it seems
suave.
he's just not even when he's in control, not even it's clearly an unimaginable situation, and yet he's so cool.
So cool.
He's by the way in a so he's wearing a crisp white shirt, linen jacket and trousers, a little ascot around his neck, sunglasses, oh my god. And if the two of you were gonna stand stood next to each other, that photograph would set the newspaper on fire, was what it would do. But alas.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Alas. And I think I'm going to push myself. Why not? Let's take on some stress. So I'll push myself for a die. Controlled standard, yeah?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
It's a
4.
And what he does is he listens to you, and he's really paying attention, and he just whispers in your ear, you didn't have to make me jealous to make me come here, darling.
Haha, make me come. Haha.
Ha ha ha. And I think what the thing is clearly Victor put his name in and like asked him or whatever, right? But he can see just as clearly as you that Victor's super interested, right? And it's not clearly he's not a threat, but he is a very powerful man, right? And like I think what has happened here is to your fortune / misfortune, he's noticed.
Mm. And despite herself, Dallas like leans away, and there's just this dusting of a blush on her cheeks. She goes, I am still a feminist. It's not going to work on me this time, Rajan. While it is very clearly working.
Yeah. And I think he says, I've been reading about feminism since the last time, you know.
Fuck.
Do with that information what you like.
Just toss hair flounce off like she wasn't.
He had you at I've been reading, to be honest.
Yeah, and like as you approach the office, something that you do notice is that actually the building's been somewhat cleared out now, right? And like a lot of people work here. But one of the things Crown has actually done is everyone who's not at this gathering has been asked to leave. Because this is going to be like his denouement, right? Like he doesn't need the rank and file seeing this.
Yeah. And so back in reality, what Dallas is going to do is she's just going to go and stand up and go, so I'm sorry, I've just been invited here because, well, we've worked together and we've had a really good time doing that. Are the press meant to be outside? Is this about the Dagger Islands operation? Are you stepping down? Because, darling, you are incredible, but I don't know about you, but and everyone else here, but you're getting sloppy, darling.
It seems to me. You tell me what you're rolling. However, you're in a desperate position, and this will have great effect. It is the right approach, and he's not about to be humiliated by you, and also he feels personally betrayed. Oh my god, I thought you liked him, etc.
No, then he found out about feminism, and
yeah. I don't think Crown's been reading about feminism. I'm so sorry. I think Crown has better things to read.
He's not a feminist.
All right.
Yeah.
He's like, you owe me a date because I'm sponsoring your visa.
Correct.
And Dallas is like,
sorry, it was
have you
Rajan who
even
found out about-
read the Beauvoir?
Yeah.
You've not even read feminism. God.
Yeah.
I'm going to assist you. Because of course I'm in the room too, right?
Yeah. I think what I'm doing here is sway, because I'm trying to sway the opinion of the crowd.
Yeah.
And kind of set them up for being, oh wow, yeah, this guy he's the old guard. He's the symbol of historical spying, and that's not working. We're going into this new age. That sort of thing.
Absolutely.
Of intersectional spying.
Of intersectional spying. Fantastic. I'm going to use my mojo because I have smooth. Twice per score, I can use my mojo to resist a consequence of suspicion or social faux pas, or to push yourself when talking your way out of a tight spot or driving under pressure.
Good.
Yes, correct.
Perfect.
What could be more of a tight spot than being between Rajan and Victor?
Yeah. And I said I'm going to assist.
And I'm going to push myself. I'm going to push myself for effect, please. So it's going to be Desperate Extreme, because I love Desperate Extreme. And is there a devil's bargain at all here?
Of course there's a devil's bargain here. I have two ideas. The first is, I will just tick this Thistle clock again. The second is that Katya is going to do something, and nobody's going to be able to stop her.
Ooh. Adia, are you cool with either of those? Do you have a preference? Because I think both of them are kind of your character-wise, and I think
That
both
is
of them
true.
are very fun.
Tell me what the options are again. I'm sorry, guys. I think it's the sleep
Yeah.
sleep deprivation. I've kind of been fading in
totally
and
fine.
out.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm giving Audie a
Um,
stern look.
you're giving Audie a stern look. Oh,
Yeah.
okay, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
the Thistle clock is 1 out of 4. I will take it again. It'll become 2 out of 4. Or
Okay.
Katya will just act.
To act to keep like.
Just, we don't know what she'll do.
Okay, we don't know. Oh, okay. I am curious about what the clock just named Thistle means.
Hmm.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
sounds great.
down for that. Let's tick it a clock. Let's tick
Yes.
that clock.
It's now 2 out of 4.
Oh yeah.
Hmm.
Fantastic.
2 out of
So
4.
desperate, extreme.
Mm-hmm.
We've got 2 bonus dice, one from Augustus being super helpful. I love this guy. We're going out for drinks later. We're going to go out for drinks and a dance later.
And he's definitely red feminism.
Yeah.
He's so red
Oh, I didn't-
feminism.
I didn't explain the nature of my assist.
Yes, please do this before we discuss the role.
Yes, yes. I think as as we are attacking Crown, I think Augustus just says, Gullo just says, and we have put out a collection at the office for Miss Abilities. I've explained to everyone her many qualities, and we are all collectively sponsoring her visa now.
Oh, I see. Excellent. Amazing. Yeah, so first of all, you get extreme effect, which I actually think is 5 ticks, right? Like that's how a crit on filling a clock works, which is very funny. So actually, in one go, you've solved 5 out of the 8 ticks on this clock that I thought was actually pretty long.
Wow.
But
Okay.
turns out I was wrong. But no, you have a problem now, because it's desperate consequence time. 2 things are going to happen. The first thing that is going to happen is the door will open, and you see Luca Baine walking in, incredibly hungover, clearly like sleep deprived.
This guy does too
with
many
like
drugs. We couldn't keep him down.
with like a 5 o'clock shadow, which is not. And I want to be so clear here. He's supposed to be asleep for 24 hours. What do you mean he woke up and then turned up, right? That's the first thing. The second thing that is going to happen is that Hester Prichard is going to, seeing that like you are making this speech, right? She's going to say, truly this is where we're at, where we are. Foreigners, enemy agents, Iruvians and Tychorosi speaking as if they will decide what will occur in the palace. And she's so well respected, right? That any like further action you take here, and all of you are, well, Augustus isn't necessarily, but he's somewhat Iruvian. But all of you are foreigners in one way or another. And I think any further attempt from the 3 of you is going to have reduced effect. Because Hester is not having it. Resist as you like.
I'm going to resist Hester Prichard from having her little speech, because everybody's drinking, right? This is 60s spy intelligentsia.
Yeah.
And the reason this costs stress is because I've got a contact who's a drug dealer, revel or reveal. Can I dose her with some psychedelics, please, and thank you? That's my resist.
Sure. Yes, you can resist. Why not? And we'll discover.
I think that she really
Mhm.
needs to chill the hell out.
Is that what you're under the impression that is going to happen to this extremely wound up lady on psychedelics?
Yes.
Again,
Looking forward.
Dallas Frontier Abilities isn't a chemist. She
No,
assumes that 24 pills would put
No,
Luca Baine
no.
out for 24 hours.
No, this is good. In fact, I can work on this.
Great. Roll your resist. It seems like insight, right?
Yeah, I'm down for that. That's also my weakest attribute, so I think it makes a lot of sense for this.
Yeah, it seems like deception, right? Like you're trying to deceive her into
Yeah. That was a 5, so very unstressed. Dallas remains unbothered.
Yes. And she says this, and you can see it like taking hold, and then she very visibly wobbles because it's having an impact. And now the problem is that the blood is already in the water, and if Hester is not if she's not reacting, and she just maybe is drunk or something, they're gonna attack her instead, right? They're all gonna go after the weakest person in the group. And I think what'll happen is, as she says this, someone else in the crowd will say, yes, this from someone who's never left the behind of a desk. We're meant to trust someone who's never seen the field, never mind actually done any real field work, right? And she's immediately cut down here, right? But you didn't resist the Luca Baine turning up thing, right?
No.
And what'll happen is he'll come in and he'll say, I have information. Crown, I've mission critical information. And he barges towards Crown, elbows his way through the crowd, and hands him a dossier, which you can see Crown is reading, and he's getting paler and paler. Whatever this information is it's destroying his facade of confidence. And as he's reading it, Luca Baine will look at all of you and say, I found evidence not just of a mole in our ranks. I know who you are, and I'm going to get you. And he points straight at... Oh yeah, he's going to point straight at Katya, because he recognizes the agent in here who is from a foreign embassy, and a competent one at that, right? And he points straight at her and says, she's Blackthorne Park, and I'm gonna put her against a wall and shoot her.
What?
If anyone wants to do something about that. Otherwise, that's what's going to happen.
I assumed it was part of the roleplay.
Oh, okay.
Oh, sorry. No, that was me, the GM, just being
No, it's fine. I'm just going to make it clear that, he's been accusing everyone, but not me, because my attention is focused entirely on Prichard, and I'm helping her sit down. I got her. It's fine. We'll see about that later.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
Yeah,
well,
but
nice.
these action types should go forward first.
Well, I'm glad.
I had a vague idea of since the press are here and clamoring for answers of some kind, it might be up Constantine's alley to maybe leak some information to the press to put further pressure on Crown.
Sure.
Yeah, this seems like something.
Yeah, seems like a flashback. What kind of information are you leaking?
Indeed. So, good question, because now I suppose what we want to do is, because I guess what we're trying to do is pin the blame on him, right, for the failure of this
Yes.
operation.
Ideally, yes.
So, ideally, yes. So, I suppose when we were in this office the first time, is there, could I have maybe, circumspectly taken something like a report, a page, because it doesn't have to be like the full report of what happened in the operation, right? Like it has to be, in fact, like it's better if it isn't, because it'll be selective
Yeah.
information to make him look bad.
Yeah. So you were never in this office, right?
Right.
Like
Oh,
you
right,
were
right, yeah.
somewhere else, right? But you could forge something like that in it. You wouldn't need a real. It could be just a forgery, A, and B. Instead of like leaking it to the press, you could also, I think, like use whatever is around you and like say, "Aha, that is proof," or whatever, right? But I want to be clear that like if you're doing that, Katya is still in danger. Like the next action, if it's not like defending her,
Right.
like you can do it, but I think Luca seems like extremely tired and haggard and like hyper focused.
Yeah. So no, I think the leaking things to the press is I'm angling for a flashback if possible, and like and in the moment I'll help my handler.
Yeah, I think so with the flashback, it would have to be a roll anyway, right?
Yeah.
So let's see the handler roll first,
Okay.
and then we can do this next.
Right. Okay. So Luca Baine accusing everyone, gonna shoot people, including Katya, which is bad.
Only Katya. He seems
Only
very
Katya,
like
so-
I'm just gonna shoot her because she's the mole,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
she's clearly Blackthorne Park and she's the heart of the building. Oh my god, right?
Okay. I didn't say where I am. We're not. Is
You can
Constantine
tell me.
just okay? Because I feel like Constantine wouldn't just be standing around here, right?
Sure.
Like
If
in
you
the
want to be
middle
in
of
the
the office.
walls, you can. But also,
Yeah,
to be clear, some rando political professor is here. You know,
No, he's not random.
Rajan Ankayat, a guy. It seems like is here. So you tell me.
He's not a rando. He has a PhD.
Oh well, good, great, amazing. I'm glad to hear it.
Okay.
Rajan Ankayat also has a PhD, as Dallas can attest.
Indeed.
In feminism.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I love having a PhD in feminism.
Okay, right. I think then, you know what? Let's say Constantine is in the room. Why not? He's obviously a USC spy, and he's just here. Sure.
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, whatever. We're not against
Whatever.
spies. We're against moles.
We're against moles, right? Exactly.
Right? Different things.
Yeah, I'm out in the open. I'm clean. And
Yes.
yes. So I think, right, in that case, Constantine will say something like, what's the name? Mr. How do I do a Russian accent again? I forgot.
How do you do a Russian accent?
I really can't help you with this.
Yeah. Anyway, he goes, Mr. Baine is clearly trying to kill the only witness. The mole is trying to silence.
Great.
Those
so
of us
you want to try and you want to try and convince everyone that like he's actually like trying to cover up his own tracks.
Yes.
Sure. You're in a desperate position.
Of course.
And if you, so I think here, you can have standard effect, but standard effect is he is going to be stopped from immediately shooting her, and he's going to like have to justify himself.
Well, he's going to be very bad at doing that, hopefully, because
With any luck, yes.
Yeah.
From what we've seen from Luca Baine, at least, it would seem difficult for him to do this. By the way, Dallas, how well do you know him?
Luca Baine,
Like-
probably as
yeah.
a drinking partner, somebody who enjoys socializing over alcohol, not someone who you'd actually go for coffee or not be sober
Yeah.
with.
Sure. Yeah. Cool. Interesting. Absolutely. Yeah. So I would say desperate, standard. Seems like a command to me. You're trying to say stop and like what the hell are you doing? Like it's force of personality. But if you
Yeah.
think it's something else,
I think it was a command. I think it's more like, yeah, I'm trying to like be the voice of authority and be like, no, clearly this is the guy. Everyone get him. And, yeah. Okay.
I have the standard devil's bargain for you. I will tick this Thistle clock.
Yeah, go on then.
Yeah, get an extra die.
I'll also push myself for better effect? I
You
think?
can't. Yeah, for better effect, yes.
For
So,
better
and with
effect,
great effect
Mhm.
here, I think what you get is he will fully focus on you. So
Yeah, okay.
he will no
that's fine.
longer be going at Katya, and so long as so far as everyone else can see, he's just pointed to somebody in the crowd and said, "It's her." Right? They don't know that she actually is a Blackthorne Park agent. They just know she's someone who works here, right?
Mhm.
Literally works here.
Literally just works
She
here.
does.
I'm just
Yeah,
saying. Yeah.
I mean, like that's just true. She does work here.
Yeah.
She's working right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. She's working
Yeah,
and
she
she's
just-
here. Therefore, she must
Yeah.
work here. Yeah.
She just
Yeah,
works
yeah.
at a different country.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay, there
So
you
that
go.
was a
Yes.
1 out of 5.
Amazing. Yes,
Mm.
he looks straight at you. And again, like two things are gonna happen. First is you look into his eyes and you realize something. You realize something that is you should have realized long before this. This isn't Luca Baine. This is
Oh, no.
Bond James Rodriguez.
Mm.
Yes.
Bond James
Nice.
Rodriguez understood that Luca Baine was somewhere. He was drugged, and like he was the perfect patsy, right? So I just need to dress up like him, and Bond James Rodriguez is an incredible spy,
Oh
right?
yeah.
And they're of similar build, right? So
Mhm.
he like pretended to be this haggard guy, right? And so the fact is, he's not nearly as tired as he looks. He's actually fresh. He's like raring to go,
Mm.
right? And
Oh yeah.
yeah, the second thing is, you're not gonna leave here alive, man. Would you? The whole like Katya isn't. No, you were the whole point of this operation, right? Like he'll point at her, you would bravely turn up and defend her, and he's going to get you instead. And then it'll all have been Luca Baine's fault, and he can just pretend it wasn't even him.
Outplayed again.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm going to give
Oh.
you a gadget.
Okay.
I can just give people gadgets. In a
Okay.
flashback.
I love this.
We flash
Sure.
back to a scene where, we're talking about your love life.
Mhm. Are we?
That's
Okay.
tends to happen with me. Yeah, that's tends to happen with me.
Uh-huh.
And I say, my friend Constantine, with that accent, it is very exotic here, and women tend to like that sort of thing. But I feel like, I don't
And
really like what you're doing with your hair.
And Constantine says, accent, what do you mean? Well.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, but your hair, my friend, I don't think it really sculpts your face correctly. I mean, you might say, haha, who is this man to be talking about hair? But I know that this look that I have right now is exactly how I should be looking. It is not perhaps sexy, but I am not a sexy man. I am built for a different destiny. But you, my friend, you are very sexy, except for this hair. Now, you will be very interested in having this object. And I pass him like it looks like one of those little like fan things that you like put to your hair when you're like become like overheated. You know, your ear. You know the ones, like the little handheld
Fan
fans.
thing. Oh,
You know,
right,
the
right.
little
Okay,
handheld
yeah,
fans. Yeah,
yeah. What you mean?
yeah.
Yeah.
I see. Yeah. Now, not only will this like blow out all the dust in your hair and like all the sweat and so on, and like you feel looking good, and it'll also like clean out all your like haggardness. Like it'll also smoothen out all the creases in your shirts and so on, and it'll be incredible. Like you press that and you see if you're not the most stylish and well-groomed man in the room, right? Go try it now. So I've given you this thing which you remember that you now have in your pocket, and if you press this button and you point it at Bonhamis Rodriguez, this haggard bullshit act will instantly disappear, and he will be revealed as the handsome spick and span Bonhamis Rodriguez that everyone knows on instant look.
Okay. Yeah. Absolutely.
So you have that. You haven't used it yet, but you have this on your possession. A button that can make you look hot.
And you're using it on someone else.
Yeah, because he is hot, but he's disguised as not hot.
Right.
So we just need to let everyone know that this is Bonhamis Rodriguez. Anyway, this is my gift to you. Use it however you want.
Okay. Yeah, no, incredible as this gift is, I'm not entirely sure what would happen when the people in Bonhamis Rodriguez's workplace learn that he's here. Like, he's allowed to be
definitely
here.
can disguise himself as someone else if everyone knows he's here. Well, that's all.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Yeah. Up to you.
Yeah.
Okay.
But while you think about that, I'm going to flashback. Not flashback. We're going to cut to the side to what I'm doing. If I may, very briefly.
Yeah.
I stated Prichard because she was getting wobbly, and then people started attacking her. And as we established, she doesn't have the best relationship to herself on the best of times, and currently she's on psychedelics. Right?
That's appear to be the case. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So I say, what was her first name? Hester. My friend Hester. Okay. No, don't look at me. Look within. Look at your knees or whatever. Whatever helps you focus. Don't look at these people. In fact, don't listen to me. In fact, there is no me. I'm speaking. This is your voice inside. Breathe and really think of this as an opportunity to confront yourself. Look yourself right in the eye and think, why do I hate myself? Why do I have such a contentious relationship to my own person that I am externalizing onto other people? Why am I projecting my hatred onto the false images of people pointing at me and telling me how bad a spy I am? Forget all of that. Confront yourself. And you shall find your answers to a clean, happy life within yourself. Now that she's on psychedelics, I'm going to force her to really have a dialogue with herself internally. That will hopefully really heal herself. This has nothing to do with the actual plot. This is me helping people on the side. No. Yeah. So I'm doing that, and then I look up at this other thing happening.
I wonder. Oh no, go ahead. It's not important. No, it's not important. I was just gonna say, like, imagine like you're at a party or something. You're on like psychedelics or like Molly or whatever you are, and the person who comes to comfort you, who's your heart to heart, is this guy Gullu.
Yeah. Bro, you're tripping out. You're imagining you're at a party, but in fact you're just talking to yourself. And what would you say to yourself in that moment?
You're just her trip sitter, and that's okay.
Yeah.
Excellent. So that's what I'm doing. I don't know if I have to roll for this or whatever. Okay.
You can do this. I think you're in a risky position because she's on psychedelics.
Okay. Yes.
And I think that you would normally be on standard effect, but actually you are going to have great effect, right? Because of your ability.
Yes. And +1 die.
And the great effect here is you can genuinely like attempt to reshape her relationship with herself in the space of this conversation.
Excellent.
Yeah, risky, great.
Risky, great. May I have a devil's bargain?
I will take the Thistle clock one more time. It will
Which
be
would
4 out
activate
of
it,
4.
yes? Okay.
Yes, that would have
Excellent.
been the case.
Well, I'll give you the
Excellent.
opportunity to do that because you've been setting that up.
Thank you.
We must see it.
Well,
The audience must hear it. We must all see it.
True.
Okay.
Yes.
2 bonus dice.
And
Now, this is a sway. Sorry? Yeah? Well, yes.
would you like to be assisted? Because, of course, these aren't just any psychedelics. Revel's psychedelics are all, they reveal the truth of the world. Wouldn't it be crazy if? And I don't believe Hester Prichard has ever asked herself, wouldn't it be crazy if? She never has thought about that thing before.
Yeah.
She doesn't think about, wouldn't it be crazy if something happened? She just goes, this is the normal thing to do. I am beige.
Yes.
I believe beige and black and grey and blue time is confusing and scary to me.
Yeah, that's why I look out at it on my big window and I really wish I didn't have a corner office.
Yes. The drugs will really help her hold 2 seemingly contradictory thoughts in her head. One of which is, I am enough. Second is, I could be more.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, excellent. Yes, I would love this assist because I'm currently rolling a sway, which I have 0 dots in. To model the fact that I love to give advice, but it's not very effective. Unless... Okay, it's 5.
Unless.
So 3, a 4, and a 5. So first of all, this works, right?
Excellent.
So you say this, and I think what she's having a vision of, like what she's like hallucinating, like visually, is not just you, but like a version of herself, maybe like 10 years ago, 15 years ago, right? Like the fresh-faced recruit who came into the palace, thinking that the world could be made a better place, and then was slowly like became embittered and like crushed and so on, right? And she realizes that that person is still inside her. She can still be that person, right? And she says, I've lost so much time. And she's realizing that, like, she's in a position now to do so many things that she maybe would not have had the power to do earlier, but had the desire. And now that she's had the power for this long, that desire has long since faded, right? So it's like coming out, right? You can see like a tear rolling down her face as like she's like coming to terms with this.
I'm seeing the
risky
birth of a human
consequence-
soul, and it's affecting
Yes,
me.
truly.
Please go on.
The risky consequence here, I think, is that you're not the only person seeing the birth of this human soul. It is also Abbas. And Abbas is very conservative and does not believe in taking drugs in order to like see the human soul. Sorry.
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. And I'm currently not shielding his mouth.
Yes. And Abbas says, what is this? You are taking drugs? You are cavorting? Augustus, I thought better of you?
No, I'm instantly going to counteract him. It's a homeopathic remedy.
Homeopathy doesn't involve revealing your soul. Homeopathy is about being at balance with yourself and everything around you. This lady is not at balance. She is imbalanced. She's totally out of balance. And I think that like it's not just that he's deeply upset by this. He's like, how could you betray me like this? Like, you know that this is wrong.
Well, I'm going to
resist Ashcroft Chakraborty? Okay.
Oh, no. No, I'm going to resist with prowess.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, I'm going to yeet Abbas across the room. And after a while, he'll just come down. It's fine.
Great.
This happens all the time. Okay. This
That's
stresses
three.
me out. Oh no, I still got one more stress.
Great. Augustus Ashcroft Jokamurthy, what clear across the room. Incredible.
Yes.
Yeah, well, I think he's going to be upset with you for a bit. If you want to use
Yeah.
him again later, you'll have to first
Yeah, we'll see.
calm him
We'll
down.
see.
Yeah. But the other thing that happens is the Thistle clock fills, right? And because the Thistle clock fills, you see Crown reading these papers, and then suddenly he kind of looks up, and he's about to say something, and he starts coughing, and he's like, "Wait, what?" And then he keels over and dies. Because the assassin knows how to do something, and it's to murder somebody. But what I will say is he didn't get all the way through reading, and the contact poison is not on the last page. And if you read the last page, all that it has on it is a lipstick stain. Like she's like left a kiss on it, and it says, "See you next time, variable."
It's all a great game of cat and mouse.
Correct.
Mm.
And yeah, so she got away, and I mean she was definitely the mole the whole time. Sorry. And then B, she's killed Crown, right? And like whatever like all of you are gonna do about it, the fact is that he's dead. It doesn't mean that Spooky is gonna automatically succeed him. You still have to finish that clock, right? But it's very clear to everyone that somebody's gonna have to do it. So now what is happening is that actually everyone's like, shit, I could throw my hat in the ring right now. Like, the foreigner is right. We do need a new approach.
It's okay. I got that. But I'll let everyone else act first.
Indeed. I'm just curious. You know what? I know exactly. It's that ratty-faced woman who like picks the paper up with she's got gloves on. She picks it up and she sniffs it, and she says the name of like a Severosi like contact poison that clearly like the paper's been coated in, and like the information on it is like proof basically that it was Thistle the whole time. And that in fact her protege never died. They just both flipped and they faked the protege's death. Which is why like he's losing his mind. Like which is why Crown was like, oh my fucking god. Right. He's still about to shoot you dead, Constantin.
Yes.
Before we do that, you can I remember we were going to flashback to the information you leaked. So we can do that.
Well, I kind of is redundant now, considering the guy I'm trying to discredit is dead.
I mean, you could leak something else. You could leak something that like makes Spooky look good.
Right.
Has being dead ever stopped anyone from being discredited?
Well, I mean, no, you can discredit them. It's just that I suppose they've been removed as an obstacle, right?
That's true.
Or have they? They probably
have they.
Okay, but great idea, Tree. Actually, maybe I can leak something that paint Spooky in a good light. That top something along the lines of basically the headline I want is while the top agent has been sent on leave. Okay, not taken a vacation, right? Sent on leave.
Yes.
Things go south. Bring Spooky back.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
Amazing. Yeah. And you're also revealing the identity of the top agent to the press, to be clear? Because that's fine, and it's very funny, and it arguably advances Blackthorne Park's own... Yeah, great, amazing, cool. Seems like maybe you're swaying.
Yes, something that I have no points in, so this will be fun.
Oh
Wait,
no.
don't you have an ability that means you can consort with somebody to form an intimate bond?
I do.
Could you
Indeed, yeah.
consort with somebody in the press,
Hmm.
Oh.
perhaps?
I
Because I
know.
think that's very
I-
funny for Constantine.
I know exactly who this is actually.
Okay, go on.
So you probably met somebody, a journalist for, in fact, the Duskwall Chronicle, a slightly more respectable newspaper, right?
Uh-huh.
And she reminded you a little bit of someone you knew growing up, maybe, right? Like it's felt like someone that you could be comfortable with, right?
Hmm.
And she nodded, said, it's really important that this doesn't blow back on me, right? And asked you for the name of someone that she could maybe double check this information with. What name might you have given them? Ideally, like from the palace or Blackthorne
Right.
Park, I guess.
Okay, so she wants like a secondary source for this,
Yes.
the story that I'm selling her about Spooky being away.
Yeah, she doesn't want to like just take your word for it, and she's asking you, is there someone else that I can like double check the story with? Otherwise, I will like do my best to verify, but it might take me longer.
Yeah. Okay, I forget who. Who were Spooky's contacts when she was here? Well, we have the
We can see the
She does
right.
that.
What? Right. She had I forget now. Bowman, the Undersecretary of State, something like that, was.
Mhm.
What? Wait. Was Bowman her Spooky's friend? Is that what it was?
Yeah,
No,
that's
she
her
has-
close friend, honestly.
Yeah.
She had
You could-
Bowman, who she was sleeping with, and
Right.
Bowman, who was her handler and was Bowman's husband, who was her rival.
Oh, yeah.
And the
Of course, this is
Bowmans.
what it was.
And the
Yeah,
someone.
of course,
Yeah,
that's
that's
what it was.
Listen, at this point, they'll just say anything. Doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
Bowman, yeah, so Bowman, who is Spooky's friend, I think, or lover, or whatever, I think would benefit from Spooky being the head, right? And would go along with the story, I think.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So she nods. She. So why don't you roll your sway? You have +1 die. I think with this you actually have great effect, right? Because it's an intimate bond and it's someone who has very good information.
Okay.
To whom you've given your information, right? So like
Right.
let's say risky, great.
Risky, great. And I can push myself for maybe one more die?
Yeah.
Is that possible? Yes, okay. Well, if it is, then here we go. And I
It's
have
2
rolled
ones.
2 ones. Amazing. Yeah.
So thank you for like all of this, because like what I'm about to reveal to you, of course, is that this lady was also Thistle. I mean,
Fucking
it was
hell.
always Thistle. It was Thistle the whole time, right? Like
Uh-huh.
why would she found you? You felt comfortable. You gave her the name of someone called Bowman. She's gone and like honey trapped Bowman also, right? Like, she's basically like made sure that even if Spooky gets the job, her
Hmm.
connection to Bowman is now going to be looked at suspiciously, right? She's not going to get it without like being fully like free of problems, because instead of you giving her information, which was like, you must employ this lady, instead you were like, here's somebody whom, if you get into trouble, will make trouble for my candidate also.
Hmm.
Now, if you resist, I don't think you can resist you can resist both her being anti-Bowman and her and it splashing onto What do you say? And it's flashing on to Millicent. What you can't resist, because it was always true, unfortunately, is her being Thistle in the first place. That was your curse.
Yeah. Okay. That's fine. But I will resist the first one. But
Sure.
yeah. Okay. So essentially, I've been leaking information to my query.
Yep. Yup.
Yeah. Outplayed again.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I think maybe how should I resist this? So resist like her connection
Well,
to Bowman.
yeah, what happened last time we saw the Bowmans were that they were members of the Unseen and they were doing treason, and Spooky was responsible for making sure they didn't get away with the treason. Could actually be a hero narrative. The heroic woman working in the shadows.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. I suppose it's a resolve resist, I guess, because I'm having to essentially...
It could be insight, because it's consequences from deception and understanding.
Oh, right, yes. Okay,
like you realizing that's the case and then like resisting.
Right, okay. Let's do it. I resist. That's not too bad. Take 2 stress. Yeah.
So I think what's happened here is that it's still complicating the narrative, but Spooky comes out looking actually better, right? But it is complicated for her, which I leave you to break the news to her. That's what it is. And I think what's happening here now, like in this moment again, and like all of you are watching this, is Bond James Rodriguez has a gun pointed straight at Constantine and is like saying, why should we trust you? Clearly the most obvious spy in the history of spies, right? And you have 3 ticks left, which is a great effect, essentially. If you succeed on a great effect, that's 3 ticks on the clock, which I have named Spooky in Charge of the Spooks.
So wait, Bond James Rodriguez is saying, why should people trust me when I'm clearly a...
Yeah, because you kind of like said, oh, she's just someone who's working here, you should focus on me, right? Like, you came in between him and Katya, and you fell for his trap, basically. But also, it was kind of good, because now he's not focused on Katya.
Okay. And I have realized that this is, in fact, Bond James Rodriguez, and I have the bomb to make him hot.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, you do have the bomb to make him hot. So the reason to say this is about 2 rolls should get you out of this, if not 1, right? Like if we can find a way to like get the great effect and then push Bond James Rodriguez off, then we'll be pretty much done.
Like, if I could throw the hot bomb.
How are you doing this?
How am I doing this? I think to move without getting shot instantly, because if I take an action, I would have I have to call on my pet, my science rat.
Yes, of course.
Yes, and I think my science rat is acting independently. Right?
Makes sense.
In the vents, and maybe my science rat can surreptitiously drop down from the vents and down Bond James Rodriguez's shirt.
Yes. I think you could command, right? So this could be a cohort roll where you roll command and your cohort rolls their 2 dice. I think it's risky standard. And I think the main risk here is like he does this and then he's like going to have to run away. Like you won't have access to him until you leave the building.
Okay.
Because suddenly, like he, the rat being around looks very suspicious. And then I will just say, Zoheb and Sochi should think about like what the next roll is, so that we can finish the clock, and then that'll like end the score.
Cool. Did the thing that Gulu give me count as an assist, or like as a bonus die, or no? No.
I mean, like Gulu can help you. Oh, but you're one
No, I can't.
stress away. No.
Yeah.
No.
Okay,
But like
well,
it's
never mind.
1+2. Yeah. Do I have a devil's bargain for you here?
Oh, sorry. Right. I'll roll command, and then the cohort will roll 2
Yes.
die as well. Okay.
We'll roll
All
2
right,
dice
then.
exactly.
All right, that's fine. So that's
Okay, fine.
my command is a 4.
So you roll a
and
4?
Well, for
You just
command.
hit the. Yeah, you just hit roll next to our variable's
yeah.
name, I think.
Cool. And the cohort also rolled
Also
a
a 4.
4.
Yeah, I think what happens here is the rat drops down and falls into like the back of his shirt, and nobody's expecting this, right? So he like yelps, pulls the trigger, and like fires like into the air. And as soon as this happens, someone like tackles him because like it's not safe for anyone to be pointing a gun, right? So like as soon as this occurs, someone like grabs him, throws him to the ground, and like turns him around and says, "What the fuck are you thinking, Baine? Just pointing guns at people? What is wrong with you?" Right? And I think like part of the success here is that like the rat didn't even get spotted, right? But the rat has now run away. And we are now in a situation, I think, where like the room is very tense. Someone just nearly got shot. Someone did die, was assassinated functionally, and we need a decisive leader or something.
Just for fun, I would like to resist the rat running away. I would like the rat to be
Stick around. Yeah, absolutely.
To stick around. Would be. I mean, it doesn't matter what, because I've got the same spread of points in all the
resolve to encourage the rat to stay with you rather than like giving into its ratty.
Okay. Right. Perfect. I just about avoid getting combat out, and I would also like to throw the bomb to reveal James Rodriguez.
Yes.
And after that, I will have.
Point, that's a free action, right?
Okay.
Like it happens, and immediately people are like, "Oh my god, it's him!"
Right. And I have a very important question following up. Now, of course, my science rat was caught in the blast zone of this bomb that makes.
Oh shit! It's a hot rat.
It's a hot rat. Is it a hot rat?
Oh no!
It's
a sexy rat.
It's a well-groomed rat. Let's be clear.
It's a well-groomed rat.
Is that now an edge?
Sure, but only like for the duration of the effect, I guess. In fact, the person who pushed this guy down was that woman with the like quite like disheveled look and face and so on, right? And she also now looks incredible. All three of them are caught in the blast. You know? And until now, I had been kind of thinking maybe she's Thistle, but she was never Thistle in the first place. You know, Thistle came and went, and you never saw her. Yeah, they all look amazing, but nevertheless, he's being wrestled down into the ground, and the rat kind of like scurries back to you, and scurries up you, and then like lands on your shoulder.
Looking incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
How are you going to sell Spooky becoming the head?
So, based on the first session that we had of this, Spooky, I think, is like very much like Bon James Rodriguez is from a different faction, right, than Spooky.
Yeah. Yes.
And so I think what Constantine will declare to all present in the room is that clearly, what is it? Cairn House is beset with incompetence. Your chief spy is going off on his own, pointing guns at people. No, this place needs an outsider. Someone removed from politics.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Let's make it a group action.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Let's
Yes.
each roll.
I think you are in a desperate position and you will have great effect. And the reason that you are in a desperate position is, are you really suggesting you're going to become head? Because that seems to be like the logical consequence here, right? You didn't exactly say spooky, but I presume your friends will, but nevertheless.
Yeah.
We're about to fish for extreme effect here.
Oh, okay.
So, yes.
When
it's
you
very
expound, yeah, go on.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's very important that we have someone who is not this man here, who is pointing guns at people, and definitely not this man here, who is now dead. Okay? Neither of these people are qualified candidates. Now, really, I have been observing, and Augustus takes his glasses off and kind of like wipes them and then puts them back on. I've been observing very carefully all of your various shenanigans and goings on, and I have to say that all of you are very, very sad people, right? All of you are having many emotional problems at home, problems at work, problems inside and outside, and you're all just taking it out on other people and wasting public money, okay? Now, I think really what you should be doing is dismantling this entire intelligence thing and instead investing money into the public universities so that we can all be intelligent together. But no, I know that you won't do that, and really that's kind of outside your pay grade to manage. So it's okay. So what we should do instead is make the best of a bad situation and elect someone who is not in this room right now. Because as we know, everyone in this room right now is unqualified, unsuitable, venal, reckless, sad, about to cry, dead, etc., and so on and so forth. So this woman, Spooky, I have met her once. She was, well, she was like you. So good, but also very bad. So she'll fit right in. And if you elect her, then, at least you'll have new problems. This is my theory. Please take it as a suggestion. I'm going to sit down.
Okay, you have thoroughly bamboozled them. So, gain potency. Like, none of that. What is going on? Who is this guy? What the fuck? Beautiful. Amazing. Yes. You will gain. So you're now desperate extreme.
Is Dallas Bronte abilities getting in on this?
And hopefully Dallas Bronte abilities was far away from Blast Zone, because I think that would cause some kind of singularity.
No, I have the feeling, and Tree, Russian's been reading feminist literature, right? Would he have tackled Dallas out of the way, and did he get caught by the hot bomb, just ever so slightly?
Oh, yes. Absolutely. And the thing, what is most disturbing? It didn't improve him even a little bit. He was already perfection. Like, everyone else, obvious increase in quality. Rajan, not even, even the creases work for him.
Sorry, guys. Dallas is too busy having a moment on the dance floor. Can't help you with this, I'm afraid.
Nope.
What dance floor? Why is there a dance floor in this office?
It's always a dance floor when Rajan's involved. Yeah.
These people have too much money. We should defund the intelligence services and fund the university.
You're right. Yeah. This seems like a sway. In which neither of you have any dice. Beautiful.
In fact, now that I know that there's a dance floor, I'm not going to assist in this at all. What I said will, in fact, not be a participation in this group action. We should not have this election. We should not fund this group. I'm leaving.
Okay, so Konstantin, you are at desperate extreme.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know what? I'm actually okay
so take
with
that. Take that as my gift, the extreme effect. But I'm leaving.
Yeah. No, I'm actually okay with not completing the score. This is
Yes.
too silly. No, this has gone too silly. We're stopping the score right here. No.
Very good. And maybe, as everybody is so incredibly confused, bamboozled by this man and whatever it was he was saying, a little a noir theme starts playing because in fact Victor was so sure that he would win that he arranged for a band, and he knew, of course, not only would he win, but Dallas would give him the first dance. Definitely. And there is a like a bass. There's a little cello. There's a low-voiced, deep-throated singer who's singing about, I don't know, the terribleness of heartbreak. And Dallas, you're gonna have to resist not filling this clock, because that's how perfect this moment is for Rajan.
I'm not resisting that because Dallas from underneath Rajan is like lays one singular hand on his cheek. Wow, did you set this all up for me, darling?
And I think he just smiles and says, genders is performative, don't you know? And this is a performance.
Oh, the other
he's blown
the
clear
other hand
past
comes
the
up,
boudoir.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's got into Butler. Oh no. And yeah, I think Dallas is just going to kiss him right on the mouth in the middle of Crown's office.
The dance floor.
Amazing.
The dance
In
floor
Cairn
Crown's
House.
office.
Very
the dance floor specifically for Crown and Dallas to dance on. That's what he intended it for.
And that is the James Bond moment we end on. Is we started Spy Who Came In From the Cold and we ended Casino Royale. So totally fine.
We ended with a call to kind of like step back from the brink of war, all this like defense spending and intelligence spending that all countries across the world are kind of like engaging on, and we have to put our funding towards public services, says the university.
Yeah, and unfortunately for you, Dallas, or fortunately, not only has Rajan read feminism, but he may be better at feminism than you right now, because it turns out that like he's as hot when he's masculine as he is when he's feminine, and like that's too much for anyone to handle, really, I think.
Incredible. Okay.
Brown boy stuns dance floor by speaking fluent Simone de Beauvoir.
Yep. And yeah, we end the score there with the palace basically in shambles. In fact, like you didn't do a single thing you were contracted to do. The guy who promised you the reward can't give you the reward. He's dead. And at best, at least nobody's gonna blame you because they don't, like, clearly Thistle masterminded this whole thing. So yeah, it's possible to get that now.
But importantly, the university is getting more funding because the palace clearly doesn't need it anymore.
I think Hester is going to be in charge, and she really took everything Gulu had to say to her. So the university is going to get more funding from the palace, and the palace is going to recruit more directly from the university. Okay. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
And Spooky's still on vacation?
Yeah.
Okay. So
good for her, I guess.
Yeah. Beautiful. Amazing.
We'll tell Holly all about this afterwards.
Yes.
Mhm.
Anyway, as ever,
Yes.
thank you for playing with me.
Mhm.
I wondered whether it would be too obvious to tell you nothing about Thistle and be like, oh, anybody could be the mole. But I was pretty sure that Thistle was the mole because it's just like you don't know anything about her.
Mhm.
But also everything lined up really well to make that true, right? So like it helped that the roles were what they were, and then like the Thistle clock failed, and I was like, well, I guess she's gotten away.
Mhm.
Too bad.
I mean, really. All these moles and all these rats and so on, that's not the real problem. The real problem is the wastage of public funds. That's one thing. And
Yeah.
also, what are we doing to ourselves, you know?
Yeah. First, the Empire tortures those at the periphery, and then it brings those tactics back home. You know, I watched Avatar: Fire and Ash yesterday, and let me tell you, it's a film that they made of all time.
Mhm.
Instead of going to see Avatar: Fire and Ash, you could have gone to see the 45th anniversary of The Shining. Also a good film.
You know, yeah, I wish I had done that. I did, on the other hand, watch the new Knives Out film. That's very good. But yeah, thank you for playing with me. I hope you had a lovely time. I am looking forward to another Blade 68 game at some point where more Blade 68 happens, and then I have to turn up and then be like, "It's fine. I'm gonna roll with these new punches." You know, don't worry about it. We'll see how it goes.
Now that we have had 3 of these, we're finally ready to upgrade to Blade 69.
Nice.
It shall be.
Do you think the reason he didn't put 69 is, of course?
Yes.
Okay, great. Thank you.
I thought of a
Makes sense.
horrible follow-up joke, and I'm not going to say it, but I just wanted to say that it is quite horrible. So
Good. Please enjoy yourself.
Now we must
Goodbye,
only
everyone.
imagine.
goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.